everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Hoist the Colors!
Yar.
Yarr. Well, before we launch into everything else, we do actually have something of a special announcement.
You're pregnant.
Special announcement?
No. Yeah, we do. Hey, Jules.
We're getting a cat as a party.
We're getting a cat. Oh, yay.
Hell yeah.
I mean, technically you have a chicken on board, but
We have a cat as well.
there's a reason we're not seeing Masha at the moment. In our little
Oh my
preamble
goodness.
screen.
They're pregnant.
I think there are some species of lizards where the males do in fact get pregnant, but
Or
they
at
have
least
weird
carry it.
chromosomes. They've got a weird system. Some lizards.
Good
Oh.
old lizard empreg.
Yeah. Anyway,
So, did you want me to show Masha's new art?
well, yes. First ever character commission of mine that I've ever done, and I'm very happy with the results. And I think we'll all see why in a few seconds.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go.
Yay.
That should have been more dramatic. Like, I'm imagining fireworks and stuff like that. Just
No, listen, with
My
that
journey.
face, that is the right amount of dramatic. Hey guys!
Hey everyone! Yeah, his tongue's sticking out, and the artist drew it in the shape of a love heart, which is just amazing.
No.
Aw.
It's very cute. It's very cute. And so the one of the reference images was Yoshi from Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
Just that pose with the hand sticking out, and the happy-go-lucky smile. Yeah. He's my little gecko man with the giant anchor.
if you send me the link to the artist, I'll put it in chat.
Yes.
I forgot to ask you beforehand.
Yeah,
or if you
let me
wanna-
just double check.
Into the
So she goes by a few
discussion section.
different names, but I'll see if I can find her official stuff.
Gecko gifts. Oh, jeez. But while Jules is doing that, how has everyone else's week been?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good?
Wrote an essay.
Yeah. Was
Yeah,
it a good essay?
I think so. Haven't gotten the grade back yet, so
Oh, fair enough.
A plus.
A for effort, I hope.
Extra high distinction?
A for effort. Solid F minus for being any good though.
Oh.
And Nick?
Listen, so long as the A is the one recorded.
No, that's true.
No, true.
Nick, how's your week been?
I got so depressed that I went out and bought a little penguin family.
So
So
now you
we're
got a penguin family?
yeah.
Neat.
I'll put that in the discussion so that everyone can see my fucking adorable penguins.
Well,
And then
good
today I
job.
went and bought them some Wii furniture. So going about as okay as can be.
Fair enough.
That is the Instagram for the artist.
G Francis, that's the one. I think it goes by G, and she's Australian, which is why I went with her.
Penguins.
How does Benedict Cumberbatch say them? Penguin?
Wrong.
Yeah.
I've never heard Benedict Cumberbatch talk about penguins.
He did a documentary, and it became abundantly apparent that he could not say penguin properly.
Okay. Because I've heard Jim Carrey talk about penguins. Never saw the movie, but he did talk about them.
How are you, Matt?
I'm pretty good. I'm waiting on art. We have one more piece of art that we are getting in as a kind of rush commission for the almanac. Just because there's a little bit of spare space in the animal companion section where we have like the new mythic beasts or the spirit beasts that we introduced. We want to put some art in there, so we're waiting on that last bit of artwork. As soon as we have that though, and it's all situated, the almanac will be out.
Neat.
I'm so excited.
So
You just
hopefully
can't hide it.
early this week. Hopefully.
I'm excited.
I've been waiting for this thing for so damn long. It has been, what, 2 years working on it off and on? And
Feels
then,
about right.
Feels longer.
Still waiting for that luck increase.
it'll happen. It'll happen for you, Sam, I'm sure.
Does it get shipped with a physical product?
I think so, but with how manufacturing is nowadays, I have no idea how that's gonna work. The whole manufacturing side of things it's not my area, unfortunately.
It's a hard market, I can say that.
I'm very much looking forward to my copy of the book.
I can't wait to get my very own Maritosk model.
That we're still in discussions about that.
Dang.
Um,
Like as cool as the massive hell bison is. Like it's a massive dragon too.
it is a massive dragon. We are considering how to approach actually doing something with Maritosk. We have an idea in mind for some things that will help, but because of the size of the model that it would have to be, it's just we're not sure yet. We're gonna see whether we can work something out for it.
I've watched some recent stuff about sort of the logistics about making models and the different ways to make them, particularly more from a casting perspective than from a 3D printing perspective, because the technology wasn't really at the time. It's so bloody expensive, and there's so many different things you need to consider.
Yeah.
With both the material,
Yeah.
the way you're making it, the way it's molded, the initial product, shrinkage. Yeah, it's complex. I mean, 3D printing kind of simplifies that
Yeah.
in the sense that the only thing you have to worry about is the consistency and sort of scalability of your product.
Yeah.
So if you can get like 20,000 printers to perfectly print that same model, you'll be good.
Well,
It's just getting that.
one of
that
the things we're considering at the moment is having Maritosk as a stretch goal for a future product.
Ooh.
So that would offset the costs, because we would have to have a 3D artist to actually render it properly, and then there's the testing methodologies and stuff like that. I only know a small amount of the effort that's involved for it, but the company that we've gone through for the Nemesis miniatures that were getting done up, it's an involved process. Like, they have someone in-house who paints the models to make sure that, they absorb the paint well and stuff like that, and it's just...
What's a hard thing?
Also for, like, the paint purposes of, like, here's how they look fully painted. You can absolutely do this in 3 easy steps.
I mean, depending on how accessible you want it, you can provide them with like a satin finish, so that in terms of material, which tends to be a nice median point for stuff.
Yeah.
As someone that does paint miniatures, though, you generally want to be priming your miniatures for adhesion to the rest of the pigments. So, as I think is the case, that particular importance isn't too important. But if you want your thing to be more accessible to just people that have no experience or knowledge in that painting, or more specifically miniature painting area, you generally want your thing to be more ready to grab those paints.
Yeah.
Because that moves people having to know that they need to prime first, and have that bar of priming. They can just go, I have these paints. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
And for a model as big as Maritos, because from memory, he's a gargantuan-sized model.
As is appropriate.
As is appropriate. So the base alone would be 4x4, like 4x4 inches. I'm not sure how much that would be in the millimeters for it.
Yes. Yep.
And I strongly suspect, in order to balance the whole damn thing, there will be tails and wings and stuff. And
Just
he's
over 10 centimeters.
just over 10 centimeters. There you go. And he's got like 4 wings, and the jaw.
Probably want to stick to 100 mil base for him.
Whew. Yeah, he's a big one. So it'll probably end up being a stretch goal if we do that.
Warhammer bases are pretty nice for 100 mil.
But yeah, once the almanac's out, it'll be full steam ahead for the codex. The writing work is mostly done at this point. We've had to do a couple of revisions on some things, just with layout, etc. But considering all the things that we've already learned with the almanac, the layout for the codex should be super quick, or at least quicker.
Oh, yeah.
And then hopefully I will be allowed to make announcements about future products, because at the moment I'm not allowed to.
Well, apart from this one.
Well, apart from the almanac. Speaking of, I should probably actually drop that link in the chat.
What about the codex?
Boop. Well, the codex is on the way as well.
I can't wait for it.
I'm going to enjoy the codex.
Is so good.
You're going to be actually seeing a couple of the NPCs showing up in this campaign.
Good.
And
Didn't
probably
one
up in the
technically come through in the... Oh, wait, no, you just used his...
I did. I just
I
used
will
his image.
say, the options in the almanac are great for anyone in the audience who's on the fence about it. It's really fun. Played a Crimson Torrent Magus the other night, and it's really good.
I hear the Thanator is really cool because they can hit things very hard.
They just delete bosses. They're a boss deleter, which is very fun.
Look, considering what the boss was putting you through.
Provided you roll well.
Yeah,
A
well.
very low time to kill, as the kids say.
Oh,
Unalive, thank you very much.
There was a discussion happening on the Discord earlier this week about 6-second rounds versus 10-second rounds. And the whole thing about, well, most combats don't go longer than 10 rounds, so what's the point of having like a 1-minute duration on some spells? We got to some very interesting points with it, I must admit. But
and then someone made a joke, and I made 2 funny feats, and here we are.
I mean, they were great feats.
They were good feats. I'm very happy about them.
Thank you.
Like, you think how long a shootout, like a Mexican standoff takes? Like, that's what D&D combat is. It's a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
There's no cover. It's literally just a bunch of dudes shooting each other, and then whoever wins is whoever got shot the least.
I don't know. I take cover sometimes.
Yeah, you take cover in combat, but you don't start off most times.
Oh,
cover.
yeah.
I feel like rogues need to take cover much more often than they do to start combat because of the +2 or 4 you get to stealth.
It's
You get a plus to stealth?
Yeah.
If it's greater cover, yeah.
If it's greater
it's
cover, you
+4.
get a +4 bonus to armor class, reflex saves, and to your stealth.
I knew about the defensive stuff. I didn't know about the stealth.
Yeah,
so
no,
you
it's...
get a +4.
Mwah.
So if you do it correctly, you can get a +4 to your initiative if you're rolling stealth for initiative. It's insane.
I
that is
never
insane.
considered that.
It's
I don't think it ever really was an issue though.
It's something that's actually going to be really interesting with illusionists in the remaster, because Figment is a cantrip now. So that's a 2-action illusion spell that you can cast that fills a 5-foot square. So it's just like, I create the illusion of a bush and I hide behind it. I know this isn't going to help me for our armor class or reflex saves, GM, but can I get that +4 stealth?
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it give you a bonus to AC if they believe that it's there?
Well, yes, because there would always be the belief, so they would be aiming for the part of you that is sticking out from the illusion, etc.
Well, if you hide behind it, and then you become hidden, that's you then get the hidden benefit, and
Yeah.
they have to roll the flat check.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have to go looking for you all over again.
Hidden's 11, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Which
think,
is a
yeah.
50-50.
It's actually... We'll switch over to our actual screen. But it is one of the interesting things with the remaster. With having a cantrip that's illusion, illusionists have all of a sudden become a lot more viable as a playstyle for wizards. Or just for casters in general. I'm looking forward to seeing like the sorcerer illusionists.
I just like the changes of schools of magic. I think
I mean-
both lore-wise and like building-wise, it's so
Yeah.
cool. Like you can now, instead of being locked to, you can only have spells from this particular set of traits, to you can now have a school of magic for acrobats, and all you do is a bunch of different illusions and circusry. You can have people fly about and do flips, and it look real cool.
And you can have like bespoke focus spells for each school. And
See, but the thing is, I don't know. Have we looked at the table, the spreadsheet? Because the colors.
oh, fuck off. We are more than 10 minutes into the stream. I'm allowed to start swearing.
The colors? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it's a Reddit thing.
Someone on the subreddit posted a spreadsheet of they were
Color
like,
coding the
"These are-
efficiency and battle, like,
yeah,
what's it, viability of spells.
utility of spells.
Yeah.
And I think they made prestidigitation like situational.
Why
That's
does
what
it
they
even
ranked
matter?
it or something.
If that's your metric, then just play a 5th level caster, and then all you need is your 3rd level spell slots. Everything else.
See, Sam,
is
you've
less
lost me
than
here
perfect.
because these people don't actually play the game. That's the problem.
No. You need 2 3rd level spell slots, and they both need to be fireball.
Yeah.
Just fireball.
Nothing-
Just
Yeah.
fireball.
Nothing but fireball.
Because
That's me
nothing.
with, like, literally every CRPG ever.
Because nothing is, or at least in the D&D, I don't remember.
Yeah.
The damage is in the same like disproportionate level space.
I think lightning bolts are proportional, but it's a line, not an area
Yeah.
effect. Like, it's not
Yeah,
a burst,
because
so...
it's the line and it's
The
not a
iconic.
burst, it gets dropped down in its rating as a combat spell.
Hmm.
I think Inner Radiance Torrent has better utility and does the same amount of damage as Fireball.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's
So-
3 actions instead of 2.
It's 2 actions. It's 3 actions for a longer line in case you want that longer line, and then it's 2 rounds for double damage out of the same spell slot. So it does give you a lot of customizability on Inner Radiance.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
but
working on a
Fireball.
I'm actually working on a feat to be able to make it so you can upcast certain spells. So spells that are currently only 2 actions, you can cast them as 3 action or 2 round. Lightning Bolt is on the list. Because
I do think a cool thing that Pathfinder kind of lacks is, for a caster perspective, is ritual casting from 5th edition.
Yeah.
Because as cool as rituals are in Pathfinder, it's a very big swing.
And
Yeah, they're more skill checks than rituals. They're not rituals in the D&D sense of casting a spell outside of combat without using a spell slot.
it'd be really good if someone was working on that.
Mm-hmm.
would be.
Maybe, Matt. Yeah.
Someone will.
Just
about
saying. I'm sure someone will have something in an upcoming book. Talking
Maybe.
Probably
about...
not though.
Yeah, probably not.
This
Yeah,
is
sorry
a
about that.
pipe dream, Matt.
You
Just
have to be a real nerd.
keep an eye on PFI. Like someone's bound to put it there. I'm sure it'll be fine.
If someone has an operating.
Look, all that said, I think we've delayed long enough. Welcome everyone to the chat. I'm seeing a couple of new faces. I'm seeing a couple of old ones. Everyone is welcome. All that said, who remembers what happened last week?
Lakudos gave us
Oh.
hero points to start the session.
I
That's what happened
think-
last week.
Did I have notes?
kill
Did I-
them.
did I
Or was
take them all?
or was that the previous session? Or is it just
I've got the previous sessions of notes. I
Darn.
didn't actually. I think we made a skill check, fought some
Sea Devils?
sea devils.
Sea Devils. What happens when Mosh gets angry and then gets wet?
Yeah.
Coming to a Christmas movie theater near you.
Sea devils.
Hallmark original.
Yeah. Oh my god. Started.
No.
Shipwreck. And
Just
then
remember-
the people who had wrecked that ship had gone to great lengths to make sure it wasn't a crown, wasn't recognizable as a crown ship.
It did not appear that it was void rights because the corpses were still there.
Yeah.
Or at least the
and-
corpses that we could find were still there and seemed to be a bit too soggy for their
Soggy.
liking.
Moist.
And then we executed the plan. Stage
Phase
one,
one.
at least.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
executed phase one.
And it has not gone perfectly.
Should
Yeah,
I switch over
we're
to
in
the?
phase one of the plan, and we've already lost track of the plan.
Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna switch over to the plan, just quickly, because I think people might need a little bit of a refresher on this one.
Flawless plan, I believe.
I
is
am
what's
I
actually
am a
called.
perfect artist. My commissions are open. You could at me at Tabletop Obscura on Discord.
Point.
Let's start that one.
Yeah, this is the plan. And we're currently at the phase one bit where we board and capture the interceptor. Tools. Let me see if what color I this to. Switch to a nice green to match.
You should have drawing tools. They should be
Ooh.
working.
So I
Really?
want free draw. This turns into a question mark now.
What do you
Captured
mean a
interceptor
question mark?
Because it's we're not sure if it's captured. So yeah, last week we didn't necessarily capture it in full.
We definitely
one
got them
died.
to agree not to fight.
Yes, they are not hostile towards us, but they're not exactly friends.
No.
So at
They're
this
sort of
stage,
different.
the plan is to hey Matt, can you quickly pull up the Morpheus gif with him in the chair?
I cannot do it that fast.
Yeah, picture that scene. We're gonna try and show them how deep the rabbit hole goes, in the sense that I have a hunch that this merchant ship may or may not have lots of gross eggs on them. Those gross eggs
What?
may be carrying those gross tentacle beasts.
What? No.
Sunshine has a bestiary by Sinclair's that they somehow acquired. I don't know how, but they did.
Look, I am working on it. I've made no. I have. Yeah. It's
If
something in
you
progress.
want character notes as Sunshine, I am willing, Matt.
I would love for you to
I'm absolutely down for that. By the way.
sort of write and draw a journal of it yourself, just so that we can have it as a visual representation of Sunshine's notes, because I think that'd be cute and cool.
It would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm down for like in character notes throughout the bestiaries that I'm writing up, especially for the Akata.
And then Sunshine's notes can be in the product from Sinclair's as margin notes.
I think that'd be pretty awesome. But
I
that
do
would-
think whatever font you pick for the notes better look hella fancy, because it will be Sola noting what Sunshine is saying.
Yeah.
Because again, Sunshine is illiterate.
well,
At least in common.
to kind of paraphrase, you did actually talk to the captain, and the idea was to kind of be like, look, we're taking over your ship. You're welcome to leave. You can leave safely. And they were like, how about this? We keep our ship.
about no? And we were like, shit.
And
Didn't realize they'd have a counter offer.
and we'll take you there and kind of do all the proper signaling and stuff, so they don't immediately open fire. But at the same point, we'll just leave with our ship. Because we don't really like what's happening here. So we're just, remove all evidence that we were here, and we'll be good. We'll be square.
So the next one, we're not going to make the same mistake of being nice. The next one is going to be the culling of Strathmore.
Just immediately open fire.
No. I'm going to get on the ship. I'm going to turn to the Jaina equivalent, and I'm going to go find a cool sword in the Arctic.
But yeah, so phase 1 is completed.
Question mark.
Do we want to go for phase 2?
I think it's time for phase 2.
It's time
Did we
for
find
phase
out
2.
anything about the merchant vessel from the captain?
He doesn't like the captain. Well, actually, we'll do this. We'll do this in character.
I'm gonna have to give up on trying to do an Archie voice due to the presence of congestion.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I completely understand. He'll go, look, I have... Captain Cullum is not a military man. I've had few dealings with him, and they have been completely contained to this mission. From what I understand, he is a merchant captain with delusions of grandeur and nobility, and as I understand it, if this voyage goes successfully, he will get lands and title, etc.
I see. With this particular voyage, who would the sponsor be, or rather, more specifically, what supply is being transported?
Supplies, that's not a part of my orders. So I have no idea what they're actually transporting. As for who did it, it was given to me by Naval Command. And Naval Command says jump, we say how high. We're soldiers, we follow orders.
I see. What organization does the captain belong to?
I believe the captain's just an independent. Probably a part of some sort of merchant alliance or something.
I see. Do you know if he hasn't had any prior dealings with the Void Rights?
Not that I'm aware of. The merchants tend to stay away from them. They have a tendency to cross paths. Void Rights deal in contracts for things other than money, whereas the merchants deal in exchange for money, so they tend to be at cross paths. A Void Right will make you an offer for an item that says, we'll take 10 to 20 years of your life. And whereas a merchant will be like, hey, I'll have 100 gold. So when it comes down to it, people who are desperate enough will take the 10 to 20 years off their lives.
Yeah.
What the Void Rights do with that, we don't know. As far as I was aware, they were banned from the operating within the Empire.
Banned.
Yeah, they've since resurfaced. Sunshine,
Black market dealings.
Arr.
head up to the bow or to the crow's nest and try and see through your long scope. Get an insight onto their crew to see if they have any extended tongues.
And I will go out to the bowsprit.
Yep.
And make you that perception check.
Oh yeah.
Can
If you hunt
I
the ship,
hunt
do they
the
become...
merchant ship?
The merchant ship's not actually a creature, but I am going to allow it anyway, because you're
Okay,
kind of
fair.
targeting the crew.
It's not a creature.
God.
Must
You
mean
are.
something.
you are something of a specialist when it comes to Okada and
Yeah.
void zombies to a lesser extent. Not that you can see, they seem to all be behaving normally. You look out for the signs of like actual conversation, interactions between crew, and that seems to be going on.
Or it seems that, at least among the top crew at least, none of them are yet zombies.
Matt, do we know what the plotted end journey for this particular cargo was?
You do not know, unfortunately.
Okay.
And
They aren't. It's not in the archipelago, though. They're just sort of sailing through, is what my understanding was.
You doing that one deliberately?
Wark?
Archipelago.
Archipelago? You don't know the destination. The captain doesn't know either.
Okay.
Based on current headings.
Somewhere to the southeast. They're not heading to... See, if they were heading to... If this was supplying for a military journey, they would have been heading further south. But the direction is to southeast.
Okay.
I know there's some lost colonies down there, but to southeast, but the kingdom has been cut off from a lot of the areas for a very long time. Like, transportation to remote locations has been pretty much restricted to either land travel or teleportation. And I don't need to explain to you, teleportation is kind of outside the realms of regular supply runs. It's just far too expensive.
Ships were good when you got emotion.
Yes, but our movements within the archipelago have been limited in the last couple of decades. He says, pointedly looking at you.
Yeah, ain't my fault. I haven't been doing anything. I've been dying.
Actively plotting to take a
Matt?
merchant ship? Yes, Sunshine.
Just around the bowsprit, are there like any loose ropes?
Of the merchant vessel?
No, around the bowsprit of our ship.
Not too much. You get the feeling the captain here keeps a tight ship.
Cool. I'm gonna pull a rope out of my backpack, tie it around the bowsprit, and prepare for Operation Sunshine being stealthy
Okay.
in Phase 2.
Now,
I'm getting ready for when we enter.
do you have any other final questions for the captain before I switch maps?
I think I'm ready for Phase 2.
Yes?
I'm going to essentially try to lore dump him to unnerve him at the possible contents of that ship. And the implications for if that stock goes missing, what that means for his crew upon his return. And how that may throw a spanner in the works for his current plan.
Well, what I'll
It
get...
seems like it could backfire.
Well, yeah, no, it might backfire.
You're right, it could backfire.
Sunshine?
But his
Yeah.
crew's gonna be dead as zombies, or they'll be dead at our hands. One's gonna be a lot more unpleasant, I guarantee him that.
Archie's gonna have to do a diplomacy check,
Yeah?
but if you want to aid using your...
Intimidation?
I was gonna say occult, because, you know,
Oh, fair
explaining
enough.
things about the Akata and the things you've gone
I'm
through.
good with either. They're about the same. Okay. So I will give you, or it's an aid, so it's public. Yippee! Sorry, I'm just so used to making blind rolls.
That is
That's
a
a
success.
successful aid.
You will get a +1 for this, Archie.
Oh yes. Huh. Look at that.
Well,
Look at that.
I mean, Silver Tongue Mutagen coming in clutch there.
What do you mean? It's a natural 20.
It's the joke.
It's the goof. I'm allowed to goof.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I have to be serious,
Thank you.
GM.
Yeah.
I'll put my serious face on.
Can't make
That one.
fun of me. It's my plan.
I think it's a good plan. But the two of you kind of sit down to discuss it with the captain and go pretty much, word vomit and go through all the things that you've been through. Like the fights within the Snake Temple, the various other encounters you had with the Akata, particularly in the areas around Cape Susanna. Bit of a
Tailspin.
I'd gone so far without slipping on that one. And he seemed to be particularly upset, or he tends to have a pretty stoic expression, but there did seem to be some genuine fear in his eyes when you started going through what happened in like the bone mill and the dockyard there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other things. In
I don't
particular,
know what happened at the dockyard.
no, not at all.
What, dock-
No,
what
not at all.
dockyard?
What dockyard?
What dockyard?
There seemed to have been an accident there. We were never there.
I do know what happened at the future ash site.
Yeah.
Had the smoking hull of whatever building was there.
Yeah.
When you get to talking about Pontus, Frankus kind of says, yeah, I have had a couple of encounters with Governor Pontus. Once upon a time, I served in his fleet, his detachment, that were out pirate hunting. All of that is in the past now, however. I was operating under orders, please understand. But Pontus, he did not take his death well, and there have been a lot of rumors and suspicions surrounding his resurrection and how he's able to stay alive as long as he did. And now that you filled in some of the details for me, I'm more than a little disturbed. You kind of have me in an awkward position, however. Considering what you have shared with me, I am not disinclined to believe you. It's just
Confronting.
very. Especially considering... Look, I might not always agree with the decisions of the Crown, but I am still loyal. I'm still loyal to Crown and Country.
Loser. Freaking loyal to the crown.
Sunshine.
Sunshine did not say in character.
Sunshine, I think Sunshine's now tied to the fucking to the bowsprit. Sunshine is decided.
Sunshine has returned to tying his rope in the bowsprit.
I like this figurehead, but you know what it could do with a new wig.
Sunshine's got a plan.
That's even
That's,
more
that's why I'm concerned.
So yes,
I've adapted to where we are with phase 2, okay?
Sunshine's plan lasts for the first action, and the first action is different from the original plan that Sunshine came up with.
so he goes, confronting would probably be the best word for it. I'm looking at retirement. I'll be honest with you. This was my last voyage, and it looks like it will still be my last voyage. Because no matter what happens to the merchant ship, it will be considered a failure, and I will not be put into another assignment. But, considering everything else you've said, I will probably leave the kingdom very quickly. I have some money I have some money saved up. I'll be fine. I'll find
Well,
somewhere.
there is this great new real estate development happening in Miranda Bay. You see, a temple collapsed, and there was a big sinkhole, took out a bunch of buildings, but it's been acquired by builder, and they're building new stuff there. So if you want to move to Miranda Bay, I hear there's some real estate opening.
You do know how that's not better, right?
I quite like Miranda Bay. So
Okay.
It's
No,
also
that's
very
fine.
interesting that the wig is now talking from the opposite end of the boat.
I hear things.
No eyes, all ears.
But otherwise, unless you have more questions for him,
On to phase 2.
After that, I'm basically reiterating the plan is now for us to try and find out if there are Arcada on this ship. Because if there are, then there will more than likely be a sharp reduction in the amount of crew on board that ship.
I will
not,
say,
not by any intention of ours, more due to, hey, look, some of these people are actually void. That's a big ship.
you were expecting
They're
it to be
void
small?
zombies, and okay, you can tell that the captain's untrustworthy because he's got Reginald's face.
It's almost like I do that intentionally now. I need a token, and I need him to not be trustworthy. How will I do this?
Sunshine
Reginald,
is
get him.
hanging off the rope that he tied to the bowsprit. Under the water, sort of just standing on the bottom of the ship,
Yep.
effectively.
Just looking like some court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
I will point out for those who have who are taking notes, etc. The Sun Chaser will be becoming a Miranda Bay ship.
Okay.
Sun Chaser? Which one's that?
That's the interceptor
our
you're
current
currently
ship.
on.
Oh, sweet!
It will have a new captain, of course, but
I'm putting that in the allies thing.
that will be something. That will be something that you'll need to know for later, or will want to know
Wonderful.
for later.
I take it I need to reconsume a Silver Tongue mutagen now. The last one would have expired.
If that is your plan, yes. As you approach the King's Boon, it is a massive ship. This would be what's known as a heavy frigate.
Is this the same sort of
You're a frigate.
Wow, language.
Is this the same sort of configuration as that? What's-a-majig? The Clan of Hammers.
Kind of. This is a. I mean, roll me the sailing check. You have sailing lore.
I do have sailing lore.
How tall are the masts?
25 feet, I think.
Do I get a reroll? Should I reroll that one?
I mean,
No.
that's up to you.
No, I need the.
By the looks of things, it is a Brigand and Company ship that has been retrofitted as a merchant vessel.
Brigand and Company?
They do raid vessels. Sorry, they do aggressive security consulting and management via naval vessels.
Got it. No Shattered Legends.
But yeah, essentially.
Nothing? No one? Damn it.
Sorry.
No, it's warranted.
That is usually what they do regarding their ships. They're usually military ships or fighting ships that aren't for the crown and for other people.
Before we get alongside it,
Yep.
I peer through my long eye to see if I can find where the Melody's Wake is to our west.
Give me a perception check.
Eyeballs go! Need to... Alright, whatever. does not automatically consider it like it does most tools.
There have been some changes to the engine recently.
Maybe I have to hold it?
The whole thing where the
Yeah, I have to hold it. That's where it is.
the font color for the skill numbers that just being red really freaks me out. I feel like I've done something wrong.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
did notice that.
I think that's something Matt said it fixes if you turn it into dark mode.
Yeah, I've got it in dark mode. It's not fixed.
I think you need to reload later.
Yeah.
It like when I first did it, it didn't work, and then when I came back later, it's now quite working.
The engine's been updated, I think, twice in the last 24 hours with a couple of things, and we're just in that transitional period with a major update to the engine. Jules,
Yeah.
you'll know all about this.
When I
What
opened
do
the
you mean?
compendium browser after they first did the whole remaster, all of the compendium browser text was like a couple degrees of color away from the background. So unless you squinted, you couldn't read anything.
Oh, nice.
It was so frustrating.
All right, let's execute phase 2.
You can see the Melody's Wake. It is off on the horizon. Or
Wonderful.
at least you believe it's the Melody's Wake.
Well, if it's part of the plan is for it to be over there, so no reason to assume it's not. Okay, let's sidle up alongside. In revised plan 2, once we get close, Solar start pinging with Detect Magic to see if you can spot any magical holes, so to speak, or magical blocks.
All right.
Do you believe in magic? The answer to that one is Arcana, I don't believe do when they're still in their eggs.
Carter,
Magic's
hardly
not
knew her.
real, dumbass.
At this point, Sunshine is going to drop off. The fun little spot, and going to swim over.
Yep.
And start climbing the back of the ship stealthily.
Well, the difficulty here for you, Sunshine, would be more regarding the stealth than the athletics.
Yeah. Do you want the stealth roll?
I do want the stealth roll.
Okay. I can't hunt everyone that's looking at me, so it's not versus hunted prey. I'll give you that. There you
All
go.
right. You start climbing the back of the ship.
Yep. I do it.
No alarms have been set off, so that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Do I make it up to this little roof part?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sea
I'm gonna
devils.
now hide in a much less exposed area, because I think probably based on angles, I'd be much harder to spot sort of at the center of the roof.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a upward bend to it, but not a lot.
Yeah. And I'm actually gonna go prone to hide better.
All right. And take cover for that tasty +4.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll you another stealth check?
No, it'd be passive at this point.
Okay.
So the +4 bonus would be to your DC.
Okay.
Just as a general FYI for you.
Okay.
Now, is anyone else doing anything?
I have taken my drugs. Why haven't they?
All right.
Correct. Go me. Wonderful. It went on me and not the ship.
Are we expecting a fight?
Yes and no.
Kind of.
I'm ready to go, but
I'm expecting there to be a fight. I am trying to avoid that from being a large fight.
yeah.
Because if there are a Carter on board, then there's absolutely going to be a fight because we have to get rid of them. If there aren't a Carter on board, that makes things more difficult to convince people to surrender, saying, "Hey, these are here to eat you." And
Ideally, they're in their eggs and they aren't woken up.
Ideally.
Ideally, Remember what happened to the last ideal situation I had? Matt was like,
Watch as I screw up all the players' plans. Mwahaha! Revenge for GMs everywhere.
moral conundrum.
I think you handled it well. But, Captain Colm will come to the side of the ship. And I might actually write that in the chat, so... Because I'm saying the name a lot, and I get the feeling people might be. There you go.
Also, quick question. Are we in Dead Seas currently? We aren't moving?
If I moved this map, it would look really weird.
No, that's totally fine. I was just curious for purposes.
You're going along at a decent pace. It's not like fast or anything. This is definitely like a convoy formation.
Yeah. I'm just wondering for purposes of swimming.
The King's Boon is very heavy in the water, if that helps.
Okay.
Laden.
One could say. But Captain Colm will call out, "Ahoy, Captain! To what do we owe the pleasure? I thought you were escorting us." Everyone's a comedian.
I mean, yeah, so I mean, I just added on to what you said and was going to add into the quip of the first time I found out how to pronounce that version of the same name was long after I found out when it came into.
Oh, look, you just write down letters in an arrangement and then you try to pronounce it as best you can.
The Irish are weird. They don't know how to spell. Have you all of the Irish names, like the super Irish, like if you saw this and someone said the name, you're like, oh, that's definitely not using any form of language other than someone being Irish, like Siobhan or Neve. Like those letters
Siobhan.
don't make those sounds in most Anglo words.
Wow.
Yeah, Ireland, be more English.
Wow.
Yeah. Says
Moving on.
A lot of people in the south and absolutely no one in Ireland.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the south who don't know for it either. Anyway,
The funny thing is, after Brexit, Ireland's made it so much better than everyone else in the Isles, and they're just like suckers. Apart from the whole getting places and getting stuff,
it's fine.
That's been pretty tedious for them.
All that said, Captain Frankus will turn to you, Archie, and kind of gesture to you to kind of take over.
Will do. How is Solar's detections efforts gone?
Solar,
Mm-hmm.
I would like either a perception check or a religion check from you. Because religion is your magic skill.
Apparently so. They are the same number.
You're the divine caster. What do you mean, apparently so?
It would just feel weird to be like, yeah, give me an Arcana check. And be like, what?
Give you an Arcana check.
Yes, please. Ooh, that's pretty
Ooh,
good.
That is pretty good. From your detect magic, there are some basic enchantments on the ship, mostly for defensive measures and stuff like that. Make up some of the problems with the structural integrity that a boat of this size would usually have. However, after excluding the obvious things that you can see, you notice an absence in the lower parts of the ship, in the lower decks of it. It's not so much that you can detect magic, it's that you can definitely not detect magic coming from there whatsoever.
Okay, so there's a hole in the magical reality.
Yeah.
Cool. I will pass that on to my captain. Roughly where it might be.
Cool. Yeah, I relay that information. Basically, I'm trying at the current stage. I'm trying to act like an informant to the captain.
Mm-hmm.
To get him to essentially convey that the goods may have been compromised, and that for the safety of the convoy and the supplies that they need to be inspected.
He'll nod and go, we have some inspectors from the Crown who wish to come aboard, ensuring that the goods are all safe and well. Captain Cullum will he'll raise an eyebrow at this, but go, okay, seems weird to be doing this mid-voyage, but alright. You have permission to come aboard.
Is it gonna do the wall thing?
Nah.
I'm just imagining Archie with a clipboard going, uncomfortable with inspection.
Oh, I really should have. Matt, did we say that I copied Enthrall into my spellbook?
I believe you did say that you were going to.
Okay.
So
We'll
I'm happy with that.
Pretend like I did. Having to use this again. There you guys.
Don't mind me, just casually rearranging ships.
Arranging the boots.
They all open fire. I mean, what? They're just gonna sink the entire ship. So, inspectors from the Crown? I have assurances of the highest order that what we have stored below is to not be disturbed.
Yes, we've received a tip-off from some reliable sources that the contents may have been tampered with and or may itself be contraband and is intended to be delivered to our enemies within Miranda Bay, which, obviously for purposes of voyage, is not to be permitted, as Crown assets must remain as Crown assets.
Give me a deception roll.
Give you a deception. Am I hiding it?
No, make it public.
Make it public. Yes.
Pretty good
Good roll.
deception roll.
That is a pretty good deception roll. He'll
Probably put on a Phoenix right backing track, shouldn't I?
he'll nod and say, "Well, we do have the soldiers that are still protecting it below deck. Otherwise, it hasn't been touched since it left port." If you wish to inspect it, you would probably have to go through the soldiers.
Indeed. May we please come and inspect the full cargo?
All right.
And I beckon with me both muscles and magical assistance Star.
Well,
Solar definitely fits in for this job.
while you're doing all that, Solar, Sunshine, and Mush, can I get perception checks from you, please?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that.
Is it this point that the interceptor breaks away?
It is starting to break away. It is staying close as to not be suspicious, but it will, as soon as there's action starting, it will probably split off the rest. And you know it's a fast enough ship that it won't be an issue for it. Sola!
Hello.
The crew are looking malnourished.
Oh, that simply won't do.
It's hard to tell.
Ola would be the one to notice that.
it's hard to tell from, not being able to see what they're being fed or anything, but they're looking very lean in not the great kind of way.
Scurvy dogs.
If you were to make an assessment, you would say that the crew is being kept at the absolute minimum.
And what about the, I assume captain?
Captain looks fine.
Okay.
Does he look like a fat cat, as it were?
Not a fat cat.
Well fed.
Not overly well fed. He does look prim and proper in his suit, but full cheeks, happy expression. He's not like slouching. He doesn't seem to be exhausted by the pure existence of standing. And I will let you know if you're very high check. The crew does seem somewhat they kind of leer at him. Like there's a general grumpiness towards him.
Predisposed to a mutiny.
Yeah, I'll do my best for when the captain is outside of earshot to essentially whisper to Archie.
Oh, I need to add a spell slot. God, prepare casters stupid. There we go. I fixed it.
You fixed it? Excellent.
Fixed it.
Are you casting that, or that was just a click?
No, that was me just trying to get the spell onto the prepared spell list.
Yeah, you're
Why
fine.
do I have so many boxes?
All of the boxes.
Yeah, because I have 3 different spellcasting entries. 4 different spellcasting entries.
Oh no, I play a wizard in Pathfinder Society. I'm well aware how that goes. My level 5, level 6 wizard has 12 cantrips he can cast a day.
Oh, no, as in, I've got prepared spells. I'm not a prepared caster.
Yeah,
Staff.
Yeah.
Focus spells. Spontaneous spells.
Yeah, no, he gets a lot of his extra cantrips from different items and things.
Yeah.
But, heading downstairs?
Heading downstairs, I will be casting Enthrall at a later stage.
Colin will not be joining you for this.
Goodo, goodo.
I was on the wrong function. Alright, people should be able to use the stairs now.
Hey.
You can't,
You can't
use the stairway, it looks disabled. You can't say that about a set of stairs.
That's terrible.
Matt.
I will
That's
do a
rude.
crafting check to fix the stairs. God damn it.
Matt, at this point, with them going
You know
below
what?
decks, I will climb to the crow's nest.
Climb to the crow's nest? Easy done.
Yeah.
I fuck up the stairs.
Just straight screw them up.
Now they're broken.
now they
Proper
have been
broken.
disabled.
Soul actually just stomping her
Can't
foot
use the
through them.
stairway, it looks disabled.
I just smashed
But my
right
token
through
is
it.
no longer here.
That's okay.
Can't see anything!
I'm moving you over. You're fine.
Oh, I've been moved over.
We just dig down.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, because you're in the crow's nest.
I'm well
Yeah.
aware.
I actually need to reveal these guys, because
Oh, hello.
originally
Well,
they were
helmets
going to be
look a
set up
bit-
in an ambush.
Well, the helmets look a bit too big, so that wouldn't do a very good job.
Yeah, these are the kind of people you twist the helmet around and they're disabled.
Look, tokens can be hard to find, okay? But these are Paizo official, if that helps.
It doesn't.
we stand Paizo official.
You head down the stairs, Captain Colin will not be joining you. He feels he doesn't need to interact with the soldiery. But you'll head down, and the troops will kind of all look you over very quickly. Can we help you?
Greetings. I am here to conduct an inspection of the goods. I'm here to ensure that they are safe for transportation and safe for delivery and safe for the crew. Could you please let us pass?
Do you have your paperwork?
Do I have my paperwork? Hang on.
Right one, Gregory. Okay.
Do these look like they are? They don't look like they're part of the crew, do they?
No, not at all. These look like... This does not take a Dorton lore check to know that these are soldiers. I know you can see the halberd there, but only the squad leader actually has a halberd. The others
So
have
wait,
long...
they are soldiers or aren't soldiers?
They are soldiers.
Okay.
But they are...
Like land soldiers, not sailors.
They're equipped for close quarters combat. So they've got a musket on their back, flintlocks at the hips, but they also have long swords.
Matt.
Yes.
Historically, do I remember who the spy master of the kingdom was?
No, you never met them.
Never met him. Do I know through passing at all?
Not really.
Okay. Do I remember any names from of spies?
Give me a Dorton lore check.
I don't have. So society.
Yes. If you don't have it, society.
Sola fails to aid, presumably. Sola succeeds.
Solo will succeed.
Hey.
For you, Solar, Pontus's name does actually come up a fair bit when it comes to clandestine dealings. But you know he is well in the grave at this point.
Yeah.
He does have a notorious reputation for coming out of that.
Yeah. So you could probably stretch that, or you could prompt Archie to stretch that a little bit. Otherwise, the inner workings of the spy networks for the kingdom, it's kind of a little bit outside of your range.
Okay.
It was going to be a hard check.
No, understandable. Changes.
Can I just like gently poke Archie and then do the hand signals for ripping out someone's heart with your dragon claws?
Subtle.
Very.
Yeah. There we go. No paperwork. This was an urgent missive from Farron III. Sorry, urgent royal missive upon request of Farron III.
Give me a deception check. I will let you know this will be difficult. And I need to tap one off the Sola. Archie, have you used a hero point yet?
I have not used a hero. Did I use? No, I succeed. Yeah, I have not used a hero point.
Didn't think so, just double checking.
Now on to. What is the effect of my silver tongue mutagen? Does it turns crit failures into? Yes. What is a failure? Oh, my lore checks are at -2 as well.
That's not...
Exploration.
The squad leader will kind of... He'll bristle a little bit and say, we're under pretty strict orders not to let anyone see what the cargo is.
Target doesn't believe you're lying, gains a plus first circumstance. There is no critical failure for lying.
I mean, the GM's pretty inclined to be like, he doesn't believe you, he's going to stab you.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, the item has no effect for me here.
I mean, on lying, but there are crit failures to, like,
For the other
make
ones.
a request.
Yeah. And there's always the general thing of he goes from being indifferent to just hating you
Yeah.
as a kind of mood thing.
Very well.
However, he will go, I'll step aside so you can go below deck, but you're the only one who can go down below.
They're about to
Oi.
attack us as soon as I step past, aren't they?
They don't look like... They don't have their weapons drawn. Their stature
presumably
seems...
the squad leader has his weapon drawn because it's a halberd. but-
Yes.
I appreciate the offer, the olive branch you've extended me, but I do require the full capabilities of my inspection crew, as I do not have the capacity of my attendant automaton here, who is far more magically capable than I in identifying and sweeping these products without disturbing them, of course. And in the instances of needing to quell any crates, as to speak, my flimsy arms aren't nearly as adept as manipulating a crowbar as my friend here. So we shall return to the captain and deliver our report. Step back. Do you want anything for that, Matt?
Give me a
Like-
deception check.
Is that a deception check?
I mean, I'm very good with the crowbar.
I could throw an intimidation on that, because it seems like you're threatening to give a negative report.
I mean, I don't. There's no lie there.
I mean,
I'm not as good with magic as Solar is. She's much smarter than I am.
but there is some
Mosh has
deception
got
involved.
bigger Alright. This isn't gonna go well.
What do you mean? See, it went fine. He will kind of roll his eyes. And go, look, if you need to have your full team down there, then have them down there. Just be aware of the safety protocols.
I actually wanted to go back upstairs.
I mean, if you
Oh,
want to go
wow,
upstairs,
why?
that is up to you.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, you should be able to use the stairs. If not, I'll just jump you all over again.
Nah,
Nah.
we can't
You
use
can't
it,
use
sorry.
the stairway.
Boop.
Has
There we
anything
go.
transpired on the deck?
Now, you went up to the crow's nest, didn't you, Sunshine?
Yeah, I'm looking over the deck, making sure nothing suspicious is going on.
Well, this is a secondary crow's nest, or a tertiary one would probably be a better term for it. As you could probably imagine, the main one's at the center there.
Yeah.
The highest point of the ship.
How high is this point of the ship?
This one would be about 20-25 feet, whereas
Okay.
the middle one would be about 30-35.
Okay, that's fine. 20-25 will suit me for my purposes.
For your purposes. As for things going along on the deck, give me a perception check. You can have this
Anything
one public.
Shady. I'd be hunting people as I looked at them. Just moving it around. Who my hunted prey is. Whoever looks important at any given time.
Gotta use that ability at some point. 30?
30.
As the rest of your compatriots are kind of below deck, you take the time to examine things and the general mood and sentiment of the ship. The captain, for the most part, refuses to interact with the crew on a regular basis. He'll bark orders from time to time, but for the most part, he just lets the crew do their thing.
Okay.
And unless it's actually a really important question, he just brushes them off.
Okay.
You get the feeling that this crew is not used to such a long voyage.
Okay.
Particularly one where shore leave is sparse, to say the least.
So this seems to be a crew of a littoral vessel.
It does seem to be. Just by the kind of way that they're moving around, you get the feeling that they're coast jumpers. So they'll go up and down a coast from port to port.
Yeah.
Normally, they'd be stopping at each port, stretching their legs, getting the drink, the food, all that other fun stuff. Carousing generally. But because this is unofficially a crown ship going through the archipelago, there's no chance for shore leave.
Okay. I will remember that.
And you are well aware that the crew of a crown vessel such as this would be collecting a paycheck. They would not be getting ship shares.
Losers.
Look. Freelancing is not for everyone, okay? But, as for the rest of you, you will come back onto the top deck. And the captain will come over and go, "So, your inspection went well, I assume?"
Yes, I've
very
made
well,
a
yes.
made a concerning discovery. I need you to muster your crew. I fear there may be, and I lean in, some treachery abounds in your crew members.
He nods. I always suspected.
Asshole.
And he'll make the announcement for the all hands. And the rest of the crew will kind of gather around.
Yeah, so basically I'm trying to pull up anyone that is below deck as well.
Oh, the troops aren't coming up.
Well,
Anyone
yeah,
who
no,
is...
I was absolutely not expecting them to come
No.
up. It was anyone else that would be below deck.
Uh,
And I signal
sleeping.
Mosh and Solar to essentially block any way beneath or out of this, out of the deck.
Okay.
Stand up here to be at the fore, present and imposing.
Yeah.
Rar
Um,
X3.
boop. Oh, wait, no.
Now,
Doop.
did we never came back on the whole group coercion thing, but I don't think it matters because I'll still use them for the purpose of it anyways.
Yes.
Whoop!
Using a thrall?
I am casting Enthrall. Though I feel like they probably won't be trying to succeed.
Well, I'm going to do a d20 roll.
He def-
Well, I don't have a villain point, so that's not getting a reroll.
Thanks, Nick.
Good.
So that will be considered a critical failure.
What about the crew?
Oh no, that's everyone.
Oh, sweet.
This is more of a skill challenge than actual creatures.
Wonderful. All right.
So I give them an average bonus, and they failed.
Gentlemen of the King's Bounty, I have grave news. Your ship has been infiltrated by an aberrant creature known as an Arcata. They are being transported by your captain here and under guard under his soldiers. These creatures utilize weakened individuals as hosts for reproductive purposes. Now, I know not the planned distribution of these creatures, but they have been used in crown lands such as crepe? Not crepe, Suzette. Cape.
Susanna? Yeah.
Cape Susanna. I'll be thinking of crepes, Matt.
Man, I can smash a creep right now.
They are primary. They are the primary methodology of failed contracts of the Void Rites. Now, individuals such as yourselves are prime targets for these creatures, and had this voyage gone on longer without intervention, you may have been victim to these particular creatures. Now, I am here to liberate this ship and yourselves from any danger and remove these creatures to the sea. Now, these creatures are particularly prone to an adverse reaction to the spray of the great waves. Lend me your assistance in removing these creatures, and I shall see to it that any remaining bounty from this particular ship is distributed amongst you, and a new voyage and purpose can be presented to you.
Uh,
Do you like a diplomacy?
I will like a diplomacy, but Solar, since you have a pretty good view of this, you'll be treated to the look on Captain Cullum's face as it kind of goes from, yes, I am a respectable individual standing beside this likewise respectable individual, to his mouth just gradually fallen open as he becomes more and more aghast at what is being said.
Neat. Question.
Yes, you
Because
can-
I have them all enthralled,
Yes.
would they be considered as hirelings at the moment?
If you want to use hireling manager
technically
for
the
this,
bonus goes to them, but
I will allow you for this. You've taken the fee.
Hooray.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
numbers away. I like those numbers.
Numbers
You've
away.
been rolling pretty consistently high too.
It must mean it's a good plan and the story wants it to happen.
He is fascinated, but the crew kind of starts to discuss. They're keeping their attention on you as per the rules of Enthrall and Fascinate, but you hear one of them kind of call out, I knew there was a reason that those noises were coming from below the ship.
Matt,
Yes?
gunships.
Yep.
What's happening?
Oh yeah.
They picking up?
What's
What is
happening with the
happening?
Melody's Wake?
Actually, I do need to check something. What's the range on the Enthrall?
120 feet.
Oh boy.
Is it an emanation?
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's all creatures, so I guess everyone else has to make a save as well.
You can technically hit the gunboats.
Do they need to be able to hear you?
Let's check Enthrall just quickly.
Well, considering is that the range is 120 feet.
Targets who notice your speech. So,
So-
unless you're shouting and using bullhorn,
I would be shouting, but they probably would not be paying attention to my
Nah.
speech unless given an otherwise reason. I mean, probably the guys in the crow's nests of each of these may be doing that. But yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
They're not paying attention. They're trying to make sure they don't crash the boats.
But yes, Sunshine, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna ask, what's happening? Are they picking up on this? Are they
Excuse
moving
me, sir.
to do anything?
Why is he stepping away, Matt? Matt, why is he stepping away?
He is just stepping away. It's fine. Don't worry
And
about
Is
it.
he actually
also,
stepping
does it
away?
look
Yeah.
like our two friends on the bottom here are headed, maybe noticing a certain Melody's Wake.
That's a 3rd level spell that's gone. Enthrall. If he's running away, I cast command on him.
Go for it. Do I actually have a? Nope, I don't have a will save. for this.
Cast. You can just, and I tell him to halt. Because I don't have, like, I don't want to run the risk of screwing up a grapple.
Oh no, I get that. You call it out to him. I'm not going to make him roll for this. You're spending a spell slot. This is kind of out of combat. And he does actually come to a halt.
I signal to Mosh to basically come up and get, or to block his escape. Now that the crew appear to be
Agreeable.
Yeah. Considering they don't seem to be either A, running away, B, running to get arms.
There is some discussion happening amongst them, however.
Yeah.
Like, not to go into the full details of it, but they knew there was something suspicious about the voyage. And eventually one of them go, "Boy, you pirates?"
How long does where is it? Hat of Disguise, Loser Disguise. Last 1 hour. I dismiss my Loser Disguise from Hat of Disguise.
Strike the colors in the most illusionary of fashions, in the most magical
Yeah,
of
I
fashions.
basically no longer look like a crown person and now have my regular clothy pegs on. I be Captain Archie, captain of the Melody's Wake.
Mush. At this point, the captain will attempt to run, but between you being there, just in general, and the command, he's probably not going anywhere. But if you want to grab a hold of him, you can.
Well, what I'd like to do is like try to scoop him up with my anchor and pull him towards me and then grapple him.
That is easily done. Give me an quick athletics check.
Can Mosh hit the skill shot?
Yeah. No, that's easy done.
Yoink.
So we'll bring him... I'll take that off the ruler. Bring him over. And we shall give him grab.
Oh, where do you think you're going, laddie?
He is looking exceedingly nervous. And he looks to you, Captain Archie, and goes, I have money for you. I have treasure. What do you people call it? Booty! I have the booty for you if you just leave. You like the booty, yes?
Yes, we like the booty.
I jumped down from above here,
Yep.
directly in front of him into his space.
Yep.
These beasts have been plaguing both my country and the Crown Land. Actually, my country and Miranda Bay. There we go. That's probably a more apt way of putting it. The common folk do not deserve to be preyed upon by their own leaders, I don't want to drag me. Nor do they deserve to be prisoners within their own homes to a scheme that is neither to those of the common folk, nor the soldiery, nor anyone that deserves to be in control of these seas. These eggs will be thrown overboard.
Eggs?
Any remaining creatures will be deleted and removed from existence. And anyone collaborating with them will share the same fate.
I had no idea we were transporting eggs. None at all.
X to
Where?
doubt.
Well, just
Checking back
Not-
in on those gunboats, Matt.
not even gonna be dealing with this shit.
No, just cutting him down?
No. I grab him by the neck
Yep.
with the
Ugh.
dragon claw. Consider your next words very carefully.
There is a smell.
Do you want to demoralize for that?
Oh no, once again, this is, yeah. I mean, if you want to give me an intimidate check, you absolutely can. I will give you a +1 circumstance bonus considering.
+1. Rawr. It works.
That works. There is to put it politely, a smell that emanates from him. At this sudden turn of events. And he goes, I promise, I had no idea what we were transporting.
Is he truthful in this?
He would seem too scared to lie at the moment.
And what about the troops below?
The troops below don't seem to have noticed anything as yet.
No. As I'm asking him, do the troops below know?
I don't know. I don't talk to them. I have nothing to do with them. They're a detachment to help make sure that the voyage was successful.
From whom?
I was given the orders from the crown.
Explain the
specifically.
condition of your crew.
What do you mean? The crew is the crew. They're fine.
I grab with my other hand. I grab the closest one. This man does not look like a healthy individual. So says the doctor over there.
No offense meant, of course.
The crewman, a little bit startled by the sudden grab, will actually speak up and go, "Well, yeah, we've been nothing but gruel for the last couple of weeks."
And I let him go and point at Mosh. That is a healthy crew member. And then at the crow's nests, I can't wait. Hang on, how far away is Sense Allies?
60
It's
feet.
only 30 feet. Isn't
30
it?
feet. Okay, that will not hit.
No, it is 60 feet.
60, yeah.
All right, no. I will, without doing the trigonometry, I will say that we'll be able to hit
Yeah.
Sunshine.
And I point up in the crow's nest. That is a healthy crew member.
I'm just imagining like some of the rats poking their heads up from above the crow's nest.
And then I point off
they're
into,
poking out of the jacket
Yeah.
over the crow's nest.
and then I point off to the west. That is a healthy crew. As the impending Melody's Wake is coming.
I'm going to bring it into the map, just understand that it's not actually there.
Yeah.
The gunboat's gonna turn off towards it yet.
I mean, if we can just disarm any hostilities from the gunboats, then sweet, we get 4 gunboats as well. Right? That'd be a great outcome.
That would be a fantastic outcome.
But I don't expect to get 4 gunboats.
No.
I just want this big ship. It's the big one.
Ooh. The crew kind of says, well, yeah, no, he's been feeding us nothing but gruel. It's fine when we're bouncing up and down the coast, because we can get out, we can have a little bit of fun, we can get a decent meal. And we understand he's a bit of a skinflint, but this is ridiculous.
They say loose lips sink ships. But I see some loose skin on all of these men.
Oh,
How are they
man.
supposed to attend this in an emergency?
Well, that's why we have the escort.
An escort isn't going to save you in a storm.
Well, we'd be fine. These are good men. There is some scoffing noises that happen.
These are tired men.
Hungry men.
And-
We're pissed off.
Solar. Please prepare some grub for the men.
I'm gonna head downstairs.
I beckon towards Sunshine.
Yeah.
By way of explanation for you, Solar, where the soldiers are is what would be considered like the second deck below.
Uh-huh.
The general crew quarters and the mess hall and stuff like that is directly below.
Okay, that's where I will be heading.
I will turn, and I've been beckoned by Archie.
Yep.
Is it like a move here back in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do something. I will. Nah, I won't do that. I won't be ostentatious. I'll just walk down, climb down, and slide down the roof, and then slide off here, and then walk down the stairs,
All right, Solar.
and then
Give
walk
me a
up
crafting
the
check.
stairs next to Archie.
God damn it.
Or cooking
Now-
if you have it.
One day I will be able to press 2 buttons in the character sheet.
You lads
27.
could be so kind as to signal a surrender to the rest of these gunboats.
I don't think they'll surrender. They're not getting their orders from me.
Apologies, Captain. Could you please signal a surrender to these gunboats? Lest they meet the same fate as the Akata.
Once again, I have no authority over them.
Who does?
Captain, I can secure a surrender from these gunboats.
I look to Sunshine and laugh. I'm like, yeah, I know you can. Doesn't mean there's any. This doesn't mean there's going to be anyone left to sail them.
Well, a gunboat like that, it can go under a tow. I'll ask them politely to strike their colors before I kill them.
So yes, who can command the surrender from these gunboats?
You're getting... Well, give me a sailing lore check.
Sailing law. Now I've got Sunshine. Oh
I will aid
no!
in that.
Can I help you?
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, because you got the -2 at the moment from the mutagen.
I'm not sure if it's still lingering, but it probably would be.
It would be.
Yeah, roll to aid. Well,
Enjoy your minus.
bad aid. That's what, a -2?
I believe
so.
so.
Okay. Well, is this public?
Yeah, make it public.
I mean, it's a 19.
Should I
Bad
reroll?
aid.
It's a bit like to reroll mine, isn't it?
That will be a success for this instance, Sunshine. The gunboats are probably operating under their own orders. As for who's in command, probably Captain Frankus from the Sun Chaser is probably the closest they have to command. But
So what you're telling me is I can fly over and demand their surrender.
not that you have the authority to do so, but
Wow.
you can give it a shot anyway.
I think I
sig-
certainly have the authority.
Signal the Sun Chaser to essentially relay orders amongst the gunboats.
Oh.
You
Someone
can fly
ordered
over there
Island.
if you want, but it'll probably not.
I'm climbing up
be-
to the top of
You're gonna be
Road.
stuck over there.
I can fly back. I can swim if I
Hey,
can't fly.
Archie,
Yeah.
do you have message /
No, I would have used it already.
Okay.
I realized, message would be really good right here as the
Right?
captain's going away to convey some more plans. Oh, don't have that. Got a lot of other cool spells.
I
Not
know
that one.
I know Solar has Bullhorn, however. Just as a general reminder.
Oh yeah.
And that will allow you to be heard clearly up to 500 feet.
But that's by everybody.
That is by
Yeah,
everyone.
I'll get once we've once Soul has fed everyone, we'll do a bullhorn. So we're gonna essentially lock him in his quarter. No, time to the mast.
Time to the mast?
Time
Beautiful.
to the mast. That way he can be seen by everyone. And in the captain's quarters, he can still try and get out. And that way, someone can bring him some food later, so that he understands this is what happens when you treat people right.
Some gruel, as it were.
No, some nice food. The same food everyone else gets.
Aw.
Because that's what the cook does. The cook gives everyone food.
I'm making
Same
grilled
food.
cheese sandwiches and tomato soup.
I mean, that's
Good
pretty
idea.
solid.
Tomatoes
Yeah.
has got vitamin C in them. I'm sure. Do hang on.
Well,
Matt.
yeah.
His first result.
As I'm bringing it up, I'm offering it to the soldiers as well.
Gonna offer it to the soldiers?
Yeah, I've made enough for everyone.
Yeah.
Tomatoes and tomato products are rich in sources of folate, vitamin C, and potassium. It's good for their scurvy.
Solar, give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, Nick. Engage in diplomacy.
Just one day. Gonna hit 2 buttons. You got it, bud.
I should have known. I really should have.
Spell hostility.
Yeah.
Third level Nick spell.
You give the cheese sandwiches and tomato soup, grilled cheese sandwiches. Sorry,
Yeah,
and they
fuck
accept it
right?
happily. It's a break from the rations that they have, because apparently they're not getting fed the same thing everyone else is.
Ah.
They have their own rations and their own food.
It is comfort food. Everyone needs to be comforted from time to time.
I will also let you know, Sola, that the soldiers are looking a little bit pale, as if they haven't seen enough sun.
You alright?
The squad leader speaks up. We're fine. But thank you for the food.
It is my pleasure. Please come up above board if you require seconds. Then I will continue on my way to feed everyone else.
Everyone is well fed.
I have made the tiniest grilled cheese sandwiches for the rats.
The rats scurry down and then scurry back up the rigging, back into Sunshine's coat. And Sunshine's like a little bit frustrated, like, "Oh, come on, we've got things to kill here.
We what?
We
Finally.
gotta keep an eye out." But the rats do it anyways.
We don't want crumbs all in the jacket. God, you guys.
But with that
Indeed,
said,
we do have Arcado to kill.
you do have Arcada to kill. And speaking of, we might go for a 10-minute break now.
Right on.
Arr.
Yes, because if I don't run ads, if I don't go on a break, and if I don't run ads, then Twitch will just put the ads randomly, and no one wants that. That is part of the reason why we do a break, also so we can stretch our legs and, get the drinks, and I might make a second coffee, we'll find out. We'll see how I'm feeling. But, thank you everyone new. Tone Katana, welcome on in. You have been sent because of Pathfinder. I hope you're enjoying it. We're probably going to be going into something of a combat pretty much once we get back, so stick around for that. Otherwise, thank you everyone for watching so far. I'm going to be running a 3-minute commercial during the break. Nothing else will be happening at the time, so you're not going to miss anything. But otherwise, we shall see you back very, very soon. Hey everyone, we are back.
Hello.
People never ask me, hey Matt, you have a face. Why do you use a VTuber model instead? And I have a lot of different answers for it, but in particular tonight, it's so I can eat dinner on stream.
Oh, I thought it was because of last time you decided people should see your face. Someone in Discord decided to take that to a logical extreme.
I'm sorry, did you say that people often come up to talk to you and say, hey Matt, you have a face?
I said people don't often ask.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now it's
Are
making
you
more
saying
sense.
I'm not people, Matt?
I don't think anyone's
Austin
ever asked me that
about
question.
having a
Hey,
face.
Matt. You have a face.
I do have a face. It has been a while
Matt's
since I've
name
showed
is
it on
decent.
stream.
Have a face?
Hasn't changed much.
Kind of weird like that, isn't it?
That's how faces are.
Don't
Yeah.
pay attention to Matt's.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
I'm totally not regretting that emoji whatsoever. That emoji.
To be fair, it was the better version of the options. I
I'm
can't
good.
remember. My drawing was a comic trying
Stole
to.
one.
Me.
Row.
Everyone's back up to 2. Yay.
Nick didn't fight me on hero points this time.
Yeah, after the last time, I realized how much easier it is just to win my way.
Well, with the poll done, I don't really have anything to say. So, thank you for the villain point.
See?
We're going to regret.
You may very well come to regret that. However, let's move our dear captain over to here. You're attempting to call for the surrender of the other gunboats.
Correct.
Now, Frankus is kind of happy for this because he doesn't want to see soldiers die. So he is willing to assist you on this, so you will get the +1 aid from him.
Sweet.
However, he is an NPC, and this is a player-led thing, so I need a player to be doing the main check for it.
Is it a sailing or a diplomacy?
You may decide.
I've got the benefits for it. Diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy. That's a 28.
That is a 28.
I think we succeed.
There is... Oh, well, first question. Are you doing this via Solar's Bullhorn?
Yes, that was the plan.
Just double checking to make sure the plan had not changed. You call out the order for surrender. And there is some general hesitancy coming from the gunboats. But when the Sun Chaser also kind of raises its it's not so much a surrender flag as a stand down. The rest of the gunboats follow suit.
Wonderful.
However,
all that's left to do is kill some Arcada.
in light of that, however,
In light of that, however.
That guy's on the move.
the gunboats start to form up with the Sun Chaser. As they start to split off.
Cool, that's acceptable.
You're exchanging a little bit of an easier time for some potential loot.
There's loot. They're gunboats.
Yeah, you can sell gunboats.
Oh, right. Oh, right. We still want the flags.
All that said, however, you have...
Well, there goes 500 gold.
Ooh, at the very least. You have the Akata downstairs.
We do.
So what is the plan?
Now that everyone's fed and the crew can basically go about their regular duties, we shall now go downstairs and sweep up
Mop up.
pest control.
Pest control, so to speak?
Pest control. I believe my 10 minutes of Silver Tongue would probably be ended by...
Oh, absolutely, especially after the meal and everything.
Nom nom.
Like, good food, but still.
Oh, no, it would have... Alright. technically speaking, I think I would have had to have done a counteract check when I cast Dragon Claws.
Oh, it's fine. What's past is past.
Are polymorph and morph technically two different effects and don't counteract?
I think you'll find that the sorcerer spells haven't been transferred over to the remaster ruling because the sorcerer is coming in player core 2.
Oh, no. I don't think polymorph is a full, because that's a previous thing. I think they're two different traits.
I would have to check later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because morph slightly alters a creature's form, but polymorph completely changes a creature's form.
Yeah, I don't.
They should really roll those together, but
well, I think it's for this exact purpose of you can have like dragon claws, but you can still have a mutagen on.
Yeah. Now.
Polymorph and morph are separate traits, so you don't need to do a counteract check.
Cool.
As you come down the stairs, the soldiers aren't immediately noticeable. However, you can notice that they have taken up defensive positions with their rifles out, pointed at the stairs.
Rifles?
Which stairs?
Well, you came down the stairs, and they are positioned kind of in the doorways, as if they have taken greater cover. And the squad leader calls out, "Stand down, surrender, and I'll see you get a fair trial back in the kingdom."
Yeah.
Lads, you seem to be misunderstanding the scenario here. You've been duped, sadly. And the beasts down in your hold don't particularly care to which way you sway. Your allegiance means nothing to them. You're just a collection of warm bodies with which for them to fill with eggs. Now, we don't need to tussle here. You don't need to defect. But these creatures must be exterminated for the safety of yourselves and your crown citizens.
And if you don't surrender, you will be dead.
Now, Captain Farkas of the Sun Chaser will definitely be willing to take you onto his ship and return you to Crown lands. And a story can be woven that suits the purpose of deflecting attention away from any individual failings.
Frankus is a traitorous fossil, and would be all better off without him. I stand for king and country.
Well then, you'll be a loyal pile of bones.
I will get initiative from everyone.
Can I use Intimidate for my initiative?
If you like.
It is actually worse, but
It fits.
the vibe, okay?
Mwah. Love of a vibe.
I'm punished every time. Every
Love...
time I use something other than perception.
Yeah, we established
Use
this in
your
the
hero
game last
point.
night as well. It's no good.
Can't use a hero point for initiative.
I'm not going to use a hero point because I want to get a few hits on me first, I think.
Oh, do you? Oh, that... Oh. I wanted to test out my new spell. You know what? You're all fodder anyways. I can test out my new spell. I'll just roll perception for initiative.
Perception.
I'm gonna use my new spell.
Oh, really? Our squad
Yeah.
leader got dead last. Holy hell.
How did Gregory do? Hey, Gregory did alright.
You've named him.
I like Gregory.
You like Gregory? I don't know. He kind of like blends in with everyone. He's got one of those faces, yeah. But Sola, you will be first. You weren't thinking about your action? Oh my god.
No, I am. I'm just. So there's those two. There's that guy, and there's probably a fourth one somewhere.
A
I'm
little
going to
bit
direct
outside.
this to
Do they have rifles or blunderbuss?
my guy right there.
For the interest of specifics, they have flintlock muskets.
Okay, so not as bad as what it could be.
No, they do not have the flintlock era of shotguns.
Yeah, no cone weapons.
Calm emotions. I had to process what that was supposed to be for a second.
Centered on this man.
And 10-foot burst.
I must protect Gregory at all costs.
And tag. Add them in. That is still a fantastic module, and I love it.
The target multiple do the thing with the spell.
Yeah, the inline stuff. Love it.
It is.
We have a success and 2 failures. So we're gonna drop
Crown S. Oldia. That is amusing to me.
pretty much everyone's gonna get the spell effect.
Does that display the same for everyone else?
Yeah.
Crown S Soldier.
Crown S.
Oldia.
Oldia. Because it can't. It can't subdivide the lines properly.
I really enjoy if you pull it out, it doesn't subdivide the lines properly. It just keeps adding to the top line.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, the center one, that was the main target of it, he will still be able to make hostile actions.
That is unfortunate.
He'll have the -1, of course, but the other two are...
Hostile actions will be taken against him.
Otherwise, you've
and
cost
with
your
my
spell.
final action, I will
As they get
just
the brain tingles.
move over there.
Nothing sus. All done?
All done.
Beautiful. Well, no
No,
one's...
went too far.
Oh, because we both hit the button.
Yeah.
That's easy fixed. Alright, well, no one's done any hostile actions to him as yet.
Things are looking pretty good for
Isn't he the
soldier
one that
number
succeeded?
2.
Oh,
No.
that's a -1.
No, the one in the center failed. Sorry, the one in the center succeeded. So the ones on either side have failed. So they're not going to do any hostile actions quite yet. But that's probably going to change.
No.
Their friend just slaps him.
Well. Gregory is going to be much in the same position. Where he kind of sees you walking up. Do you have a weapon?
No, I'm probably still, like, carrying a big soup
Tray
pot.
of sandwiches.
An almost empty tray and an almost empty soup pot.
Well, he doesn't register that as hostile, so he remains calm.
It's just Mosh and Sunshine that have weapons.
And I'm only carrying mine because it's really hard to sheath an anchor.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is.
I'm carrying mine with murderous intent.
Boats sheath anchors all the time. It's just, on the bottom of the seafloor.
Captain Archie, it is your turn.
Oh, already?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that the calm emotions come out, I don't know if I even want to. I was gonna dive and breach, but I
Fucking
guess I
love that
can
spell.
save that for the Arcada.
Yeah, the Akata are not gonna like that.
Yeah, I'm instead just gonna get make the squad leader have a giggle.
Laughing fit. Let's go.
Laughing fit.
I mean, he doesn't have the best. That's a success, though.
Things.
Can't use reactions.
That does actually lock down his reactions.
That's not as good as I'm hoping for.
I mean, these
Hmm.
they are soldiers. Reactions are likely from them.
Yeah. Are they still in greater cover?
The ones who have had an action would only just be an incidental cover. The squad leader is still in cover, so he'll at least be getting a +2.
Okay, so he's still potentially firing. Is that a square? Okay. If I wanted cover, would I have to step to here?
No. I've positioned the crates so that they cover the entire area.
Okay. So if I wanted to take cover from a squad leader, I could just take a cover action?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I would like to do.
Oh, great. So, Laughing Fit, take cover, easy done. One in the center. I mean, Solar, you're coming up, but you're coming up with food.
Just like I
I
did
love
before.
how this particular encounter.
Could
set of
shoot at
encounters-
Sunshine. Sunshine has murderous intent in his heart.
Oh no, that's
Shoot at
exactly what I'm
Mosh.
thinking. Yeah, but Mosh
Look
wants
at
to.
Mosh. He's super intimidating with that
No,
massive.
the GM knows
swinging
what I'm
weapon.
about. He's not going to Mosh.
It's actually gonna be a no damage for Mosh.
Are you just gonna
The
psych out the
enemies are
DM from now on?
actually gonna cast Protector Tree on Mosh.
No, look, because I did some of the early designs for the Thanator, there was definitely some things where we had discussions about, is this going to lead to players having psychological warfare with the GM? And that's why we did things like the taunt class feats that it has.
Which I haven't spec'd into at all.
You've
Yet.
got the one where you can exchange to be hit, though.
Yeah.
You're adjacent, which you're not, but...
All right, Sunshine, you are about to be shot.
Yeah. Hit me with it. Yeah, fair
Ow.
enough.
Yes!
I deserve that one.
Critical, this should... Yep, it has switched it out for me. Beautiful.
Yeah, I deserve that. Nah, I'm fine.
He has the -1 from calm emotions, but it is not. He is very chill as he shoots you somewhere critical.
slows the heart rate, making him a better
Better
sharpshooter.
Solar has accidentally made him a.
Yes.
I don't
Accidentally.
know why it's giving me my AC bonus against him, but okay.
He
Should
will.
be the 23 there.
He will reload, and then he will take cover.
Okay.
Mosh.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Step up.
Oh no!
I'm not
my
going to range
cover!
just yet. But I am going to target and just do a bonk.
Just do a happy
Yeah,
little bonk.
This is like the introduction to combat.
You have 2 hero points.
I'm going to let that one slide and then just another bonk. Yeah, all good.
Oh, good.
An appetizer, if you will.
Sunshine.
I'm going to stride. As a note, the rats are in my jacket, so they come with me. I am then going to strike.
Squeak squeaker.
I've got my. I would have had work in progress drawn.
Close quarters.
And I am going to actually. I think I'm gonna stoke flames
Yep, 2 actions.
One action, so to stoke flames, and then 1 to hit.
Yeah, moved up, stoke flames,
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna bonk. Eat it.
Well. Yeah, okay. Let me check that. No, that's still a critical hit.
20 damage.
20 damage. That's not good.
I need to get a striking rune on work in progress. It's a work in progress.
The irony.
That's the end of the turn, though.
That's you done?
Yeah.
As you swing out with your work in progress, leaving a flaming scar across his breastplate. Well, for him,
So I did not actually do that, so...
you know what? He's going to do all of his special actions.
Might be his last chance to use them.
Pretty much. He is going to use his Leader's Command ability.
He doesn't need line of effect to him, you know?
Technically, he does have line effect, just not line of sight.
Okay. Okay.
An uninterrupted line can be drawn between the 2 targets. Line of sight is the
Okay.
one where you have to be able to see him. And for his...
Can the uninterrupted line take bends?
Ah,
No,
Okay.
it has to be a straight line.
for the purposes of this effect,
Sure, I'm
He's
sure
good.
auditory things will be able to hear. Yeah.
for instance, things like Inspire Courage and stuff like that, and it's just like...
I'm just being mean to you, Matt.
It's fine, I see how it is. So we're gonna try to be mean right back.
Yeah.
Now, you're already targeted. He is going to strike you with his naval pike.
Please call me Pikel.
He's gonna hit. Sure you don't want to hero point that, Matt? You weren't too far off a critical.
No, I'm good.
Sure you don't want to go for the crit?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I see what you're trying to do there, but... really? See,
Two can play at the game, Matt. Two can play at the game.
Could have been 12 damage.
Yeah, it could have been lots of
Then-
damage. In that case, he is going to do a fist strike.
You can try. He can fail.
I'm not using a villain point for that.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
You don't even have map, Matt.
Sola! Yeah, but it's also a
Uh,
fist. It's like D4 damage.
Where is Sunshine? And give her one of these. I don't remember what you originally called this, Matt, and I'm sorry for renaming it. Have 12 healing.
I will take that. That's nice.
Reactive heal? Something like that. That's what the feat's called anyway.
Sure, why not?
Good
Oh wait, that was a reaction.
It would have been.
Yeah.
When I took damage, which I have done recently, so.
Just remember that for next time, yeah?
I will, yeah.
But yes, it is a reaction heal.
Mm-hmm.
It does cost you a focus point, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, most clerics are like, yeah, that's fine. Wasn't going to be doing my domain spell anytime soon. I don't want to paint them different
domain
colors.
spells are cool.
Some of them are. Have you seen the one for creation?
No. 'Cause I
Yeah.
haven't been a nerd.
So I'm gonna ask Gregory if he would like to trade his pike for a sandwich.
So you're making a request?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be 2 actions.
as non-threateningly as possible.
2 actions, diplomacy check.
Gotta reopen everything. Nah, dog.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna let that stand.
I have a reputation to uphold.
You absolutely do. I have to check his will. Yeah. That is a critical success.
It's a good sandwich, I gotta admit.
He can't do anything until his action, of course. But yeah, you're probably going to be getting his well, he's got his musket out at the moment. So
yeah, but I can't remember which weapon you said they were carrying.
You'll get his held weapon.
Radical.
And he'll get a tasty sandwich.
Yeah, so who's the real winner here?
You get a dumb gun. He gets a tasty sandwich.
What am I gonna fucking do with this?
Keep it. Have a ranged option.
Eat it.
Is it simple?
See, no one's actually done. Like, Mosh has swung a couple of times.
Exactly a couple.
I'm gonna
Sunshine's burn to dude, but you can't see that.
no. So I'm gonna give him a will save.
I mean, I've swung at their friends. They probably, like...
Yeah,
You know
no,
what?
he's good.
Listen, he probably heard that there's a deal going down where you can trade your weapons for sandwiches. He might want part of that deal.
Yeah, but
We just don't know.
he's seen his friend get swung at, and he doesn't have a name, so we don't have to feel any guilt here. I mean, what? So, he will, for his first action, interact to switch his musket for his longsword. And then he's going to swing at you, Mosh.
Yay! Critical hit! Critical hit! Nope. Nope, not that.
Not that?
No.
Well, let's try the minus
Can I
5.
use one of my hero points to... Fine.
We
Yeah.
never suspected this in the playtesting for the Thanator, that it doesn't get hit.
I need to get into a rage so my armor class drops. God damn.
Well, there's the big strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Havnar
I just don't want the
Gilson.
temporary
Oh,
hit
God.
points.
Yeah, for people in chat, if you want to name any of these NPCs, as fleeting as their lives may be,
Gregory's gonna become a staple.
With his
I can
best friend,
feel it.
Havnar. Like, I don't know why you give us these tools and then get exacerbated when we use these tools.
you know my exacerbation is mostly just, for the lulz, right?
No,
As a bit.
Yeah, just as
you've
a bit.
always been the most serious person I've ever met.
The absolutely most serious. So, Gregory,
Okay.
as per previous, will interact to hand you his musket as he takes the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2-action chow down.
Yeah, he interacts to eat the sandwich.
This Pathfinder thing's wicked easy, you guys.
Alright. Captain Archie.
Hey, that's me.
Solar has disabled one of the soldiers by giving them a sandwich.
Is that this guy?
No.
No, that's Gregory.
Gregory has a cheese sandwich.
Oh, Gregory has a cheese sandwich. I thought Gregory pulled out a sword and slashed Mosh.
No, that was
No,
Havnar.
that was
I
Havnar.
misheard. Ah,
Havner Gilson.
alright. What other spells can I use here?
Of the New England Gilsons.
Super New England.
Does Mosh
New Dorton.
want to do stuff more?
Newest England.
Need to see how things play out, but
I mean, we'll try. Yeah, we'll not squad leader. We'll tell him to stop being naughty. I'm gonna tell him to. Where is it?
Who you
At
telling?
least what he's holding. This guy.
That guy?
Hang on, let me. Can I recast? There we go. Did I? No, I had already. Come on, there we go.
Boop.
Yay!
That will be a failure.
First action on his next turn, he will drop his weapon.
He must use a single action, okay. Because dropping is usually a free action, so I'm guessing he's just... Yeah, we'll get to
Has
that.
to use an action to drop his weapon.
You have one action remaining, Captain.
Is the captain still in cover?
Yes, but it's incidental now.
I'm just imagining what a critical failure drop command would look like using your whole turn to drop something. Oh no!
Just
I'm
very
about to drop
gingerly
it. What
putting
am I
it on
gonna
the
do?
floor.
You
Straightening it
fumble
up.
it like the limes guy. What am I gonna do with all this longsword?
Just like one action to like put it up in the air, both hands, and then 2 actions to just slam it on the ground.
5, you could take it.
I'm gonna arcane shot the captain.
Alright.
Ooh! Hey, it hit.
Beautiful.
Oh, it doesn't have an animation because it's not a.
I'm sorry, I'm not that clever.
Hey, that's some solid damage.
That is some solid damage.
Says the single-digit guy after playing a fighter who deletes people. What is a critical? What is a regular hit? I only know what a critical hit is.
I believe that is you done though, Archie.
That's me done.
Alright. Well, our boy here. I mean, he's just gonna swing. He's got the +2 and a -1.
Yeah, he
Gotta
has to
drop his
drop
sword
and then
first.
pick it up.
Oh, yeah, he does too. So, holding his sword, there is a bit of a struggle that goes on where he tries to resist, but you see his fingers kind of loosen one by one over a 2-second period, I guess. As the sword drops to the ground.
I like to think it sort of slides to the end of like him holding between his thumb and his first finger, and he's like, no, and then he's like, just let's go.
Oh no.
No.
Live the king.
So instead, you know what? Yeah, he's gonna do it. He reaches down and picks up his sword, and then he's gonna slash at you with it, Mosh.
Please.
I was gonna have him draw the pistol, but
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Matt's rolling like you, Jules. So
All right, that's him done.
Can I reposition someone across a corner, like to here?
I believe so. Yes.
And then if I were to want to reposition him here on a critical, because that's 10 feet that I can move, can I move him through my square as long as he finishes outside of my square?
I'll allow it.
Cool. I'm just trying to set up an off guard for them because they need the help. I'm gonna hero point that. 'cause
You're
I'm
gonna
really-
hero
I
point
just-
that?
Yeah. I really want
You
this reposition.
you
Oh my
fat
goodness.
adult.
and stop JPEG.
Well, what's their fortitude DC?
Their fortitude DC is actually pretty good. It's,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
The
just try that again
Thanatos
with the
strat,
map.
the anti-rogue. I'm gonna position the enemies around me to give the platform to put me off guard.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Really doesn't
This
want
is
you to do
boring.
that.
I'm literally just gonna just move here and just jump. That's it.
Just step away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosh isn't
That's me
angry
done.
enough to do anything.
I'm just angry. Like
I'm not
I don't
angry,
have,
just
I don't have the
disappointed.
skills to like draw them to me with the taunt because I didn't spec into charisma at all. So that's me done.
That's you done.
2 attempts to reposition, well, 3 with the hero point, and then just going.
That's all the NPCs. Well, most of them. All right. Sunshine. God,
let
are they
me-
all undamaged? Yeah.
You absolutely know the next fight, the Arcana aren't going to last a single round.
All right, well, I'm gonna strike. Okay.
Yep.
I think we picked up the wrong scripts going into this fight. We traded. We swapped our scripts around.
Like, yeah, this is supposed to be a moderate threat, but sometimes the rolls just do what they do.
I'm gonna strike again.
Yep.
So that's map.
Like,
That
can't
is
hear the
not
mooks,
the
can't
right
hit the
thing.
mooks, but just generally critting the leader.
Roll that. Ah, that'll miss. Oh well. And then I will.
I did drop that off Wash. Good.
You have a
I'll
critical specialization effect?
Do I at this level?
I don't know, I'm not a ranger.
Next level, I think.
Okay, I'll check it, but just keep going.
I think it's next level.
I think for
Alright.
swords, it just makes him flat-footed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
the sword one's
Sorry,
super
off guard.
boring. That's you done though, Sunshine?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
It would actually be. I do have crit stack, so he would be off guard.
alright.
On your hunted prey.
And he's my 100 prey. So I don't know if that turns a 14 into a hit, you know?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, didn't think so.
He's going to maintain the command on, what'd you call him? Sandor Widge.
Sandal Widge. Sword fumbler.
I just realized I should have moved next to Sunshine to be able to take the hit. Fuck. That's alright.
Sorry.
That's all good.
But he's going to strike out with the naval pike again.
Oh, I need to.
That'll be a hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
The new hook and poke.
Well,
And
you take some damage.
per the whole thing with his special strike,
Yeah,
he's
whiff.
going to miss.
Nah.
Easy done. Solar, you have given Gregory a sandwich. He is enjoying it thoroughly.
Nice work, Greg.
I'm
Do you want to
gonna.
offer him the tomato soup to dip it in?
The
Would it
dregs of
be-
the pot.
Would it be
Super.
seen as a hostile action if I did not?
He's pretty happy with the sandwich.
Okay. I'm gonna yeet his weapon, like, over here.
Yep, fair enough.
First action. Yeet. So that guy's hostile.
Didn't you name
That
one of your
guy's
spells
hostile.
Yeet?
Just sort of got not a lot good.
Not a lot good in the attack range.
No.
Is Divine Lance any good anymore?
I'm
Or
neutral.
any good now?
I was gonna say no, particularly considering that none of them have any alignments anymore.
I don't know what they. I think they probably made it just general soul damage.
Yeah. I did.
If you're talking Divine Lance, yeah, it's become soul
Yeah.
damage. Or
Did they
spirit
rename
damage.
the spell at all?
I don't think so, because it's not something that was in the OGL anyway.
Now it's just a Valheim spell.
Oh yeah.
Move here and
One day they'll finish that game.
1, 2. You have one action remaining.
yeah. Gotta reopen again. Skill issue for Mosh.
No. Mosh isn't the one with the skill issue here.
Yeah, I feel like we should give it to Sandor Witch.
Yeah, please do, actually.
Please hit things.
Alright, that's you done.
Alright. Do you actually want me to take the guidance?
Yeah?
Alright, I'll take it.
I don't think you get a choice.
Yeah.
You are being guided. Do
yeah,
not resist.
I don't think it says one willing creature. It just says one creature.
Which is an interesting.
Oh, donk, it does.
which is an interesting
I could have given it
concept
to...
because you could just use it
Sandal
to
Witch.
deny someone guidance in the future.
But then Monkey's Paw Sandal Witch attacks you and crits you and says, like, puts you at dying.
Well, combat
Rather not
doesn't need
risk
to
it.
have started at first.
No, I like me.
Hmm.
Alright. Havnar is gonna step out.
Oh, there was another guy.
He's
Please
gonna
do
risk
not
it.
crowd. There are still sandwiches.
Taro uses his reactive strike.
He's not my. He's not my.
Oh no.
targeted play. Why are they attacking Sunshine?
Flanking.
Could have attacked the
if I'd
lizard.
only moved here, oh my lord. I am so upset with myself. all
Miss,
good.
Matt.
Your wish is my command. Wait, that's not how this works.
Wait, isn't he at a minus? Isn't he
He's
at the?
not good.
Didn't he
no, he
fail
was-
the calm
no.
emotions?
He succeeded on the second will save.
Oh right.
Hang on a second.
He would still
Oh no,
miss
that should be
by
fine.
one.
Yeah, that's still my spawn. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I
'Cause
I
it got the
thought
calm
about it,
effect.
and then I was like, no,
Yeah, right.
still miss by one.
Hang on though, isn't calm sustained? I think it is.
Dazed.
Yeah, it is sustained.
Well, that would have lifting the -1 wouldn't have helped anyway there.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
if?
no, but
not
minus
my
one from-
hunted prey.
That's what I'm saying. It would
He
be
hits.
It'll be hit by 0 without the hunter
By
prey and
zero
without calm.
without calm, because he is not my hunted prey. I don't know why it applies to people that aren't my target, but
Well, I'm gonna take it.
yeah, you hit. Okay. Damage.
I'm leaving the effects on Gregory because he's enjoying his sandwich. But speaking of Gregory,
Gonna keep eating this sandwich pie.
yeah, I mean for now.
No one's attacking him.
At the end of the round, however, I will give him a perception check.
It's a really good sandwich.
Yeah, he hears the violence going on. He's gonna draw his longsword. Archie!
Greg, you should have just stayed out of the fight.
What you doing?
Fuck, is that really 15 feet? Damn it!
Second
what if it's
diagonal.
a leap?
If you want to give me an athletics check for that, because those are crates and things that would be interrupting your leap as well. But if you want to give me an athletics or acrobatics check, I'll let you have it.
I need to. Yeah. Just throw it into chat so I. Leap for your lens. Within.
Oh, okay, so this is a magic effect. Yeah, I can't help you there. Has to be within 10 feet, I'm sorry.
Well, you leap and then you go in. Oh, okay. So each splash. Okay, yeah.
So
So
you
I
could
need
leap
to step
there.
first. No, the idea is to hit Mosh.
Oh.
Could hit there, could you not?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but I want to hit the squad leader.
Oh.
So
I think you wouldn't hit him there anyways, because he's got that corner. It
Yeah,
sorta
line of
hugs him.
effect. Yeah.
that's true. Would that be the case, Matt?
That would be the case with this one.
Cool. Well, I'll step to here.
Yep.
If I oh wait. If I go like here or here, would that hit them? We'll find out. An emanation will. If I put down an emanation, it will literally tell me.
Yeah, it'll hit both of them.
Sweet.
So dive and breach.
So, and I'm pretty sure that's showing that not hitting the guy on the other side.
Yeah, it is.
But if I go here,
It does hit.
ooh.
Up to 40 feet.
All right, that's the plan.
That's the plan? Alright.
Cast dive and breach.
Do you want... This is the first time you're doing this. Do you want to describe it for people?
Yeah. If I can use lungs.
Nah.
So basically, I
He's
start.
so dead.
I effectively just dive into the floorboards, which looks real weird. For it's like why is he jumping at the floorboards? That seems like it's gonna hurt. But then, oddly enough, the floorboards ripple as if they turned into goop, and somehow water splashes out of them, and then in another space, I splash out from the second location, land another 10 foot. So I'm probably going to end up basically where I started. Yeah, let me just draw a ruler from that.
Oh no. Yeah?
No, I'll go there.
Alright. Well,
Right.
roll your
Did
damage.
We just that emanation doesn't.
You can emerge from Sunshine's space.
Yeah, it's an unoccupied space.
Oh yeah.
That one hit. No, none of those emanations hit the squad leader. Unless I literally come out from underneath the squad. I kind of want to hit the squad leader most of all, so I'll just do that.
Just do that.
Oh, good.
And leap there.
Then it doesn't hit me. Yippee.
I also have to take someone else out. Ba-doop. Alright. Roll thy damage.
Dice! Away!
It's a great Looney Tunes spells.
Wow!
Sola also needs to make a save.
That's 2 1s!
Yeah, look. Like I said before, I'm seriously considering a feat or an optional rule that allows you to use hero points to reroll damage.
That's
Sleep.
also not enough damage for me to go into my adrenaline flow.
Can you choose to fail?
No, I don't think you can. I think that
I've looked into this specific question. The spell has to specifically say
that's what it is, yeah.
That specifically has to say a player can choose to fail this, or a target can choose to fail this spell.
Silly.
Oh, on
I mean,
the
fair enough
exit
to
loop-
house rule it, but I think officially there's a
Yeah.
specific stipulation in certain effects.
On the exit leap, I do a tuck, whatever the dive is, a roll,
Yep,
a flip,
a tuck and roll.
one of those things.
Flip.
See, I was originally going to describe it as kind of dolphin-like, but for you,
A flippy dip. The one we tuck in and roll around.
A flip.
A barrel roll.
do a barrel roll.
Press A to shoot.
All right, but that's you done, yeah?
Thanks.
Let's just delete those emanations.
Matt rubbing in the fact that I didn't really do anything.
You killed
What's
the
you
squad
done,
leader.
right? Oh, did I actually?
Yeah,
Oh,
you killed the
nice.
squad leader.
leader's dead.
Gregory, you shouldn't have woken up.
Poor Greg. He'll be fine though.
Poor sandwich.
Oh no,
Flat
the sandwich is gone.
Soggy.
Oh, thank God.
He finished eating his sandwich.
That's what really matters.
In 6 seconds, he was scarfing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you're hungry,
hungry
you're
boy.
hungry. It was
Well,
more
it's a
like
good
12
sandwich.
seconds. I can eat a sandwich in 12 seconds. I shouldn't. I can though.
You blend it first, Matt. It doesn't count.
Ugh. Get out.
He ate it like a seagull.
Leave.
Oh, that would be a bad idea, though.
It would be a bad idea. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyone got reactions?
I do. You're adjacent to me, so.
He is targeting Captain Archie.
Hi.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
That's a hit on me.
Still not a critical, though. Behind me!
Yeah, I don't know how I have the highest AC in the party.
Yeah. I mean, Mosh specifically doesn't want too high an armor class. There's very much a
it's
balance
Side
there.
with sunshine.
All right.
Hoisted cleric.
It was showing you as having a 22 earlier, and I was confused.
Flat-footed. Off
No,
guard.
no, this is much earlier. But yeah,
You become the target
Anyways.
of the triggering attack instead, so you will be hit. What's your armor class, Mosh?
Yay! 22.
So not a critical, but you will be hit. Eight damage.
Hell yeah.
Really? Wait, he doesn't have a striking weapon?
They're not allowed to until they're 5th level.
Oh,
Who's not allowed to?
Oh, actually,
NPCs.
The enemies.
hang on one second. I've got one hand off because of the repositioned attempts. Ah, that's not the one I want. Screw you.
You're good?
That's the one. I'm good.
You
just
got
doing
it?
A little bit of, just shuffling the chairs around.
So he's surprised as he hits you instead, Mosh.
It's a me.
But he is going to take a second swing. And that'll be a hit.
that'll still
Still hit.
it.
God. Alright. Take your 4 damage.
Ouch.
Mosh!
Hey. Can I climb on top of this barrel?
You absolutely can.
This is where
do
Mosh's
that.
wrestling up begins.
Give him the
Okay.
chair.
Whoa, indeed.
Right.
Second action
Mysterious
to
Lord.
second action to put my other hand back onto the anchor.
Yep.
That was almost like a Crash Bandicoot.
That's my turn.
Alright.
Actually,
Sunshine.
what's the session time?
We got plenty of.
We got a bet.
We've still got
Oh,
3
rerolling?
hours left.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to the Arcada fight.
Oh, we'll start it. Like, we'll get to the point of about to
Actually-
roll initiative.
Based on my current prediction, I don't think the Arcada
Um,
fight will last longer than tonight.
Any chance that a 28's a crit? Because I would have used guidance on that, just didn't put
Uh,
down.
28 would not be a crit.
That's right, I would have used guidance anyway, so.
Alright, Sunshine!
Well, gonna strike. Yeah.
How
okay.
many crits has this been?
It's three now.
3? Okay.
We'll take them.
12 damage.
I think Foundry needs to look at its dice rolling models.
I
I
whatever
don't
it
know.
is for it.
I'm. All I'm saying is that I'm critting better than a kineticist. So.
Welp.
And I'm going to map attack.
You get a map attack?
Yeah.
See, that's what you get for attacking with
I'm gonna
maps.
get greedy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get for the greed.
If you
Look,
map attack,
Listen, I had nothing better to do on my third
Shouldn't-
action. My
shouldn't
rats
map
are
attacks
out.
be positive penalty, positive circumstances, considering you're the navigator?
Yeah.
One thing you can always do, if you're at your third action, you can always aid someone else's attack.
That's fair.
That is true. Or
Should have done
demoralize.
that. Oh well.
No, that's all good. But that's you done. The squad leader is dead. Sola.
I'm gonna take a step back, and as I do, a small red light appears on Sandor Widge.
Crown breadsmith. He was a baker before all this began.
Yep. And he
Yeah.
decided, you know what? Let's attack these people, even though they're giving us a very simple
I
out.
do have a hero point. Gonna use a hero point to try and hit this man. Failure.
But it was better.
Yeah, better. No evidence.jpg for me.
So, move, range strike.
That's my turn.
That's your turn?
These guys really didn't think out this whole process. Like, they're 4 guys trying to protect the mysterious. And had we not come down here and decided, let's just scuttle the ship, they would have been 4 guys stuck on a sinking ship with no one here to help them. And they just drown.
Did you want me to pot the veil a little bit?
Oh.
No?
Oh, they under magical influence.
No. There was an option where the crew just left them below deck, but blocked off the entry point so that they couldn't get back up on deck.
Oh, and they starved.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, you didn't take that option.
That would have cut off that would have cut off Solar's access
Our
to the kitchen.
looting route.
Well, there was a thing where it was a case of the captain offers you the gold, and I wrote in there, look, if they take the gold and leave, then that's done.
Came here to kill Arcada.
They do not want to be on flanking.
That's still flanking, Matt.
Yeah, but he's not going to stay there.
Hey, you've got reactions
Not the
against.
hunted prey.
He's not your hunted prey.
Not
Nope.
yet.
I went for the attacks instead because I was
Oh.
like, Mosh is gonna finish him off anyways.
He's going to
When
move
it
to
comes
there and
back
strike you,
around.
Archie.
Yar.
They know a captain when they see one. You know what? I don't have a lot of time. I'm going to use that villain point before...
Hooray!
Your attempts are folly, gentlemen.
There we go.
Good.
Hooray!
And we take that villain point off. So you'll take 12, Archie.
Sure.
And then he's going to swing around and attempt to hit you, Sola.
The fuck?
Don't like your sorceries. That'll be a miss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Or I believe they're clerical powers.
like, Gregory's hesitating a little bit.
Good. Smart
He could
lad.
surrender.
Look-
Lay down his weapon. His his squad leader's dead.
Clerified butter, is that anything?
Oh, I don't have access to spout anymore. I tossed away my staff.
You did toss away your staff. You did get a different staff, though. The
I did get
cantrip's
different
just...
stuff.
The cantrip's not as helpful, though.
No. Well, not in this instance, at least.
Nah. He is going to steal his resolve.
Okay. He can die.
You can thank Dan for this, by the way. That'll be a hit on you, Sola. For 10 damage.
Like, Sola doesn't really have a face, but just the look of betrayal she gives Gregory right now.
I'm so sorry, but I have to do this for the crowd. Archie.
great question.
Our soldiers here have the loyal personality.
They're gonna have the unconscious trait.
I have the dead trait.
Yeah,
Here, two
dying,
kinds of people.
doomed. Same thing in this case.
Literally bite in the hand that feeds you.
Why-
Well, slash in the hand that feeds you.
We're gonna demoralize this guy,
Yep.
and we're just gonna overbear and snarl and look very dragon-like.
Let those draconic features come to the fore a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, give me that intimidation.
I did it.
Yeah, he is going to be frightened.
Wonderful. I want a slashing gust. Do I want to?
So I
Oh,
can take
2
it.
targets for splinter volley is slashing gust.
Slashing gust.
Yeah, because that's 1 or 2 creatures. I forgot that splinter volley required 3 actions for 2 targets.
It does. All right. Well, do your attack roll against both of them.
Oh, I have my staff. Does that technically not count as a hand?
It does
I
not
can't-
count as a hand. It's fine. You
So
can.
I can cast this against 2.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It is a casting implement. If you want to hold the
Yay.
staff in both hands and just target 2 people, it's fine. I'm not going to split hairs over it.
Avnar and Sand or Wedge. How do I target multiple?
Shift T.
Shift. Roll. That didn't.
It'll hit both of them. They have the same armor class.
Hey,
The -1 is not a factor in this.
hey, that's
That's
okay
good damage. Now, do you roll differently for each one, or is it the same damage?
Great question.
This deals 2d4 damage. Multiple
Roll
attack
spell
penalty.
attack roll.
Up to you, if you want to roll another one.
It'll probably just do worse if it's easy for you to click damage twice.
Alright, well, we'll select both of them. Boop.
Oh, he's so close.
He is very close.
Do any of them hit me for doing a manipulate?
I should do that, shouldn't I?
You should do that, shouldn't you?
They are both going to hit you. That'll be a miss. This is where I roll a 20. No, just a stick.
Why are you rolling 24s? Please roll 23s.
23 still hits you.
Min damage.
Yeah, but 23 I can use my warding tattoo on.
I believe that's you done, though, Archie.
That is me done.
Sandor is going to do what he was going to do.
Leave.
No, flanking with the captain.
Such bad for him.
I mean, it's doing not bad so far. Could we roll above, like, average on a die, please?
I think you've dealt more damage to Sunshine than you've dealt to me. And I think I've taken more attack rolls.
Let's just... Yeah, no, of course it's gonna fucking miss.
Remember,
Mosh!
viewers, all it takes is for them to roll badly, and that on par armor class helps.
I'm sorry, Mosh. I knew you wanted to get, like, into a rage state and stuff. You there, Jules?
Jules is giving you the
is
silent
muted.
treatment, actually.
Oh.
She will attempt to strike the nearest.
Probably.
Someone's been messaged?
Yeah, Jules. Whack him. Sorry,
Whack 'em?
Greg.
Sorry. Alright. Target. It's a decent hit. Good damage. Very too much as a companion. And a second strike, because we're just going to be basic bitch with these. Yeah, that'll be a miss. Alright! Sunshine!
Any of us have a critical miss reaction?
I
wait, no, that
am
was Mosh's.
going to hunt Gregory.
Aww.
I am going to strike Gregory.
I hope he lives.
I am going to hit Gregory.
Oh, Sandal's no longer frightened.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna deal 10 damage to Gregory.
He's down at the end of his turn.
And then I am going to, say, I'm gonna give you the same offer I offered to your captain there before he was so hastily despised. I'm gonna give you the chance to surrender, or you're gonna be a very loyal pile of bone.
Alright, well, he'll do something on
You
his
want an
action.
intimidation from that?
Yes, actually. If you want to do Intimidate.
I hunted him just for it, so... I'm gonna hero point that.
I feel that's fair. Nope, no Nachi.
I'm a
Sunshine.
little bit scary.
You're a little bit scary. I actually have to check. That is a success if you're frightening him.
I'm more demanding his surrender. I don't know if that's a separate action.
That'll be success. I will do a check on his turn to see whether
Okay.
he actually surrenders or not.
Okay.
That's you done otherwise?
That's me done.
Alright, our squad leader is gone. Sola!
Okay, so here's the thing. I also want Gregory to live through this.
I'm gonna have
Your-
to find a new token for him, aren't I?
Your leader has perished. You are guarding things that will harm the citizenry, and you have given up your weapon for a grilled cheese. Perhaps the soldier life is not for you?
Diplomacy?
Yeah.
This is definitely a coercion. If you have stuff that helps with coerce or make a request.
Yeah, that's a polite request from Soul.
I have another
what
grilled
Sunshine
cheese.
was doing was coercion.
All good, Shug.
Yes.
We're almost done anyway.
Dispel hostility. Next signature.
Thank you for tuning in, though, Shug. Hope you had a fun
Yeah.
time.
Almost over.
Well, I mean, that's a critical success, isn't it?
Little bit, yeah.
Is he gonna take that grilled cheese?
He's going to take the grilled cheese.
Just to get an item bonus from grilled cheese.
Not required, still a critical. So we're just going to remove Gregory from the tracker at this point.
Hey!
No.
I imagine he just breaks down sobbing with his grilled cheese.
Yeah, it's like the ugly tears as he nibbles on the sandwich. It's so good, though.
So listen, I don't have as good a repartee with Havnar.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take out my modular weapon, set it to non-lethal, and then just try and hit him.
-2? Go for it.
Yeah.
Is it... If it's modular, do you get the neg too?
It still doesn't have the non-lethal trait.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can change like what damage type it does, but not change it to
Okay.
lethal and non-lethal. -2. Whoop, 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 whoop. Unadd. Gonna do it again now.
Hampity hampity ham.
-2. Add.
We do have a feat in Sinclair's called Dove Striker, I think it is. You don't take the
Yeah, I
penalty.
saw it.
Yeah, you don't take the penalty anymore. You know, just like that was just a quality of life thing. That will hit though. Nice damage.
Just sort of beat him upside the head with a broom.
Bob. He stumbles a little. Gives you the grumpy eye. Speaking of, it is his turn.
You gonna hit me again? Probably. You gonna regret it immediately? Absolutely.
Actually, no. Well, no, Gregory's no longer flanking. He's not
Oh.
threatening.
good
Yeah.
boy.
It's not a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Everyone should be more like Gregory. He is a model example.
I will use 3 actions to splinter volley the pair of this turn.
That's if
Non-lethally?
you survive.
Matt, you really have to try to kill me. None of them have striking weapons.
That's if you survive, rolls min damage.
I've rolled pretty much nothing but min damage.
Against Archie, you rolled decently against me.
I believe what they call that is a dodge tank.
I guess he'll draw his pistol. I'm not gonna bother with a -10 on him. That's no. Do your thing, Captain.
I mean, not a man of false promises.
See, imagine you just kind of put your hands out to either side of you.
She's just dead.
I think that's
Oh,
gonna be
no.
both of them.
Do you just want to remove them from the board?
I mean, roll the damage.
Oh, really? 2 1s?
6 and a 5 as well, to be fair. So you're sitting a little under average.
And it's double damage on a critical, isn't it?
It is double damage, and he also takes bleed.
No, he has 1 hit point left, so he will
so
go
he
down to
dies
the
on
bleed.
the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Could surrender.
He still dies to the bleeding.
Surrenders, dies.
Yeah, kind of.
I regret everything. My only regret is dying.
I believe I've technically just broken the Geneva Convention, but it's a good thing we're not.
You're pirates.
It's a good thing that we're not anywhere.
Fantasy Geneva,
We're in the Pathfinder world and not.
Geneva doesn't exist.
where all
Exactly.
your crimes come
Switzerland can't
true.
hurt you.
What are war crimes when you're not at war?
Now, there is one thing I kind of want to show the next room before.
Okay.
So
Throw
we
us
zip
down.
up there.
I would like to loot them, though.
It didn't
Like
have.
to take
They
their
didn't even have
weapons.
striking weapons.
I'd like to heal
Like to
Gregory.
take their weapons.
To add to your work in progress. It's an art project.
But you can kind of move around.
Oh,
Why are they video games
Oh.
now?
oh, 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 oh.
I like them.
Oh.
Oh, what's up? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. We've got like the anxiety boys that are, and then these guys who are like, oh,
Ah, who are these friends?
Who are
Why
those
are they in
friends?
Sunshine's book?
So,
Are
Off-
those
off
not
to the
like
sides,
Ridgebacks?
all of these Akata seem to be in the normal chrysalis form that they use for hibernation and storage, but some sort of extra enchantment has been placed on them to kind of hold them in place. You wouldn't be sure unless you actually do some sort of magical check.
Well, I
Uh,
can go get some salt water and we can just fill this place up.
I mean, we could just punch a hole in the.
It's true.
Also, a quick look around the room shows that there are various panels of some sort of black metal. You would assume is lead.
In case of Superman,
No, in case of detect magic.
like Superman.
Down the back area, though, at the bottom,
Want me to recall knowledge on that for you?
Absolutely.
I will hunt them as my prey while I do so. Occultism, you want?
Yes. And Solar, what was your question with religion?
You said something about doing a magical check, so I did a magical check.
All right. Particularly with the rune circle to the bottom, it is some sort of enchantment effect to enhance their defensive abilities.
Enchantment?
A magical effect of some sort.
Enhancement?
One might
Matt, is
say
it resist
transmuted.
energy?
It's not resist energy, but this does bring me to Sunshine. The four in the sides here are shellbacks.
Oh, okay.
There's not going to be a fight. Lakudos, save your channel points.
Next week.
Next week.
Oh.
These ones are
no,
shellbacks.
next week.
These ones, however,
And you.
it's not just like pieces of segmented shell. It is as if they're wearing armor.
Cool, I say we just punch a hole in the boat and then...
We just sink the entire boat, it's fine.
Nah, you just, like, let it get to, like, a couple inches?
Well, this is where we come to the final point. This is something of the bilge of the ship. They're already, like, a couple of inches in the water, and it doesn't seem to be affecting them.
What?
And with that, we're gonna end the
sus.
session.
Sus, Matthew.
I don't like this, Matthew.
Yeah, but no one said that they had water breathing, so...
Just fill it up a couple more.
Yeah.
We kind of ran a little bit late, but I hope everyone enjoyed the session regardless.
Very much.
Yeah, the
Enjoyed it.
storm's just hit.
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds intense.
It is not that intense at the moment,
Okay.
but there is a lot of flashing.
I'm sure we'll get some of it very soon here in Newcastle. But with our heroes, well, our pirates, having made their way to the bottom of the ship, they have found that some sort of magic here is afoot. Further experimentations upon the Akata are also being done. But if you want to find out what all their enchantments have done to them, you'll have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We'll be continuing Hoist the Colors, presented by Tabletop Obscura for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Michael Gelfi, as always. Be sure to check me on the socials and all that other fun stuff. We will probably raid someone if I can find someone. I know Dwarf Down Under, I'd usually raid him, but he's been having troubles with his internet.
Ah, wind.
What do we have? We've got 11 people, so we should do someone. I will find someone, and we will raid them. It might end up being in Fate's Grip. It's Fate's Grip. Because it's been a while, and they're playing Baldur's Gate 3. You can bully them about 5e. But, I'm joking, of course. It's fine.
I
awesome.
thoroughly enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 whenever I play it.
It was better than 5e.
That said, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.